It's time for Norton and Friends.
I like it.
In the morning, Norton and Friends. In the morning, let's play Monster Rain. Opie is a shit day.
Welcome to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
We got to take that Nancy Grace video down.
Why do you think that? It's a terrible idea.
You think so? Two people are seeing it and commenting on it.
Yeah, that's the point of putting it up to begin with.
Oh.
Yeah, that was our whole mission.
Oh, I was trying to keep it quiet.
No.
Oh.
We didn't want to keep it quiet. There's no reason to do it in such a public fashion. We wanted to keep it quiet. Welcome to the show. Quite a little hit with the Nancy Grace interview yesterday.
Yeah.
I have to I watched it a couple times. So Nancy Grace came in. You know by now.
I was here, yeah.
Not you.
Oh.
Nancy Grace came in here yesterday, which we didn't think was going to happen.
No, we had been pitched Nancy Grace, and it's like, yeah, of course we're going to take her. I mean...
Like, Jim and I looked at each other when Roland was like, would you guys want to name Nancy Grace? And we were like, yeah...
There's no way she'll come.
Right.
See, I bashed her so hard on Twitter for not in a while because she blocked me probably a year or two ago. I don't blame her. I was
You weren't nice to her?
No, I shouldn't have been nice to her.
You weren't part of the Nancy Grace Twitter army?
What is that?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Oh, I thought it was a real thing.
No.
So Sherrod's going to get mad.
Oh. You weren't, but you weren't supportive?
No, I was not.
No.
I was an invading and unpleasant force to her army. So she finally blocked me. So I'm like, she might hear the name and then not come. I think she knew the name because she was very... As soon as I started with, I've had an issue with you, she got very combative.
She knew. Like
so she was like, oh, this fucking asshole.
It clicked in. Yeah, that's where I knew that name. That's where I knew Jim Norton from.
Yeah.
She, so I was surprised that she walked in. And then as soon as she walked in, I was like, it's a matter of time, I guess, before she walks out. Because I feel, and going forward, people pointed out that we didn't do good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
But what are you going to... I don't know if there's a good cop in the room, unfortunately.
No,
like it doesn't make any sense.
Good farmer, bad farmer. There's no need to do that.
Right. And farmer. and anybody who was like, if you had done good cop, bad cop, you could have gotten her to stay in studio longer. It's like, what do you want her to stay in studio longer for?
Yeah, I don't know about that. We weren't that nasty to her.
No
one cursed at her. I didn't go like, you bitch, you fucking... It was just...
It was so funny looking at it, and
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it at all? There aren't that many people who have the kind of reputation that Nancy Grace does, where it was just jubilation across the board. Like, everybody was so happy that this had happened. Nobody felt bad for Nancy Grace, whether it was people who listened to the show, whether it was people who stumbled across the video, whether it was people who know us from other things. Nobody was watching this being like, oh, I don't know why you guys wouldn't have treated her more fairly.
No, because she's known for being a kind of a very combative interview.
Yeah.
She's very combative and she badgers. Mm-hmm. That's what she does. I didn't like that she was playing the victim a little bit, going, you're throwing dirty shot or shots.
Yeah, she's throwing shots, and we're like, and then she said, I haven't been asked one decent question since I got in here. It's like every question's been decent.
They've all been good questions.
Right.
They were better than, so what's your book about? I swear to you, I didn't know she was promoting a book. I thought it was just that Lifetime thing.
Her guy was mad when she left because she was complaining about it. I talked to the talent department after she left, and they were like, it was fine. Like, we heard it. We listened to it. It was fine. And either way. But her guy was like, they didn't even let her plug her project. And it was like, she left. What do you mean we didn't let her plug the project?
She left.
She left halfway through the interview. So when did you think the plug was going to come in? Like, okay, we know you're going to leave halfway through, so we're going to make sure. But I kind of clicked through when I was rewatching some of this stuff, and I've got to tell you that your joke about us not killing ourselves at the end of that interview is one of the best lines you've had.
Thank you.
In quite some time.
Oh, thank you.
It was very, very quick.
It just flew out. Yeah.
It did, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
I mean, it was almost like she had to she had to stop for a second and look at you like, are you making reference to the fact that 2 of the people I've interviewed have killed themselves after my interview? And you would have responded, I absolutely am, miss.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
That would be the reference. That would be a home run on you getting the reference.
It was so good. And
She was not happy with me.
No. She wasn't at all.
I thought I heard her say something.
This guy's a riot.
What's that?
I thought she said that to me.
What is that?
This guy's a riot.
What's that from?
Nothing. Just telling him a riot.
See, you can't bring in obscure sound clips that nobody knows.
But they all know I'm a riot. They know that she said that.
She didn't say that. She hated you.
What's your pleasure, young fella?
What's your pleasure, young fella?
What's your pleasure, young fella?
I forgot that 76 is where movies kind of peaked.
Oh, no, that was way before 76.
What's that from?
71.
Oh.
What were you saying? We have to get back to business.
Well, I was just saying I went to the way the YouTube counters work. I went to bed last night and it was like hovering right above 3,000 views. And I was like, okay, 3,000 views. Like I said before, just a young upstart YouTube channel. We're just trying to figure our stuff out. We're trying to start our social media from scratch. Everything.
Local boys trying to make good.
That's us in a nutshell. Couple of local boys trying to make good.
Couple of knock-around guys just trying to make good.
Right. And then I woke up and it was 70,000, and then I took a shower and it was 80,000, and now it's 96,000 views.
Oh, you talking about your shower cam?
So,
What's your pleasure, young fella?
is that the same one or a
No, it's a different one.
Why do you need it twice?
I wanted to hear which one I like better.
They're all stupid.
Oh, they're good.
What movie is it from?
I'll tell you later.
Of course you
All
will.
the kissing.
Of course you will. If you want to call the show, our phone number is 866-969-1969. We're tweeting out the video now. You can get to it at Jim and Sam Show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the whole thing.
Well, that's not a very flattering screenshot of her. You should probably put a different one there.
No, it isn't. She looks like a fat version of Jack Nicholson's Joker in that photo.
Somebody on Twitter put me as her. That really gave me a good laugh this morning.
It was a good one, too, because you have
that's hilarious.
this stern look on your face, like you're really trying to get to the bottom of something. Yeah, and you look good with that big southern blonde hairdo.
I feel like I look old in that picture. That's how you know I'm half a fruit, because that's the first thing I take out of that is, oh, no, I'm aging.
Yeah. Because you're used to being portrayed as such a nice, young, pretty woman.
I am. I'm a nice young boy.
Right. Not a woman of a certain age, but people were. They were just, I was so happy that people were so happy.
Yeah, because I didn't feel like we were unfair. That wrestling stuff, see, that you agree with that. I didn't know all that stuff. Like, I didn't know that I knew about, Elizabeth Smart or, all these hashtags and people she's badgered, but I didn't know about that wrestling.
Well, I knew it meant a lot because I didn't really know about it when it was, I guess I knew about it when it was happening, but right after that happened, you know DDP.
Yeah.
He was the guest on Nancy Grace's show. And I interviewed him like a week after he was on Nancy Grace. I was like, DDP, like, what was that like for you? Because I guess you didn't like the way the interview went. And he goes, well, she was a cunt. I was like, okay.
Oh, wow.
So I texted him last night to send him the video, and he was very happy.
Oh, he was.
That the whole thing had happened. Everybody was very happy about it.
Oh, good. Were any wrestlers complaining?
About Nancy Grace?
About the video saying we should have been nicer to her?
I have not. Nancy did point out to me that just because I had spoken to many wrestlers about it did not mean that I had spoken to most. But so far, I have not gotten any backlash from professional wrestlers.
Cool.
Yeah, no. They all hate her.
And congratulations
very
to our
much.
pal for making the cover of GQ. I did see that.
Travis Teft?
Yeah.
Teft is on the cover of GQ?
Yeah, I was shocked to see it going around.
I was shocked too.
Yeah,
I don't even remember taking that photo.
Yeah, you just taking so many.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it was a very funny photo. And there was some anti-Semitic comments.
Were there?
Yeah, about Travis's mother.
Are those direct quotes from Travis?
I don't know, to be honest. I read it in a DM and it made me really laugh.
I will tell you, I mean, that video proves our buddy D-Bag, Derek, got it out quickly.
Yeah, he did.
He's very, very bad at improv and very, very bad at character
You don't
work.
think he's good at cosplay?
No, he's one of the all-time worst cosplayers. But when it comes time to put a video out, he's terrific.
Yeah, he did a good job with that. It was well done. It was edited together nicely.
Do you know what my favorite part of the video is?
No?
Right before the 9-minute mark, Jim very quickly looks at the camera and smiles.
Did I really? Why did I? Let me see that. I have not.
You had to start mugging?
Most wrestlers.
Right there.
A huge amount.
Let
me see it again.
You talk to wrestlers all the time, and you have talked to several wrestlers that said that.
Right.
But that does not mean most wrestlers.
He just glances at the camera like, hi, you at home.
Sometimes I just want to be cheeky for the folks at home.
Hi, folks at home. I know you're watching.
I want them just to see.
You're breaking that wall. There's a screen grab somebody got of it.
It's like my face is just saying,
What's your pleasure, young fella?
Is that a different one, too?
yes, it is.
It all sounds the same, and nobody gets the reference.
No, you're right.
Okay, all right, good. All right, so we're on the same page.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to Jason in Detroit.
I don't want to travel.
What?
Hey guys, the best part of that video was her facial expressions. I mean, I know she's not an attractive woman, but I don't know, the way she wrinkled her nose and the sly look she was giving Jimmy was just priceless.
Yeah, she seemed like she was displeased with the way the interview was going.
And she seemed very quickly like, oh no, I should never have accepted this. Like the minute you mentioned that you guys hadn't gotten along, because that was very early on in the interview.
I had to, or I felt like I would be lying.
I enjoyed the fact that, like, we started kind of light. Like, I asked her a fairly light question, and then you hit her in the head with a mallet. Like, it was just immediate, and let's just talk about what's going on in the room. Well, let's not pretend.
The weird thing was, too, that I didn't know she had a book. I felt that, like, I had no idea to do it. When he put that thing up on the desk, the book, I thought he was literally doing that just to give us something else to talk about.
I didn't realize it was her book?
No, I knew it was, but I didn't know she was plugging it.
Oh.
I knew she had written it, but I thought it was an older book, and she was plugging the Lifetime thing. On the prep sheet, it didn't say her.
No, it definitely did.
Oh, I didn't see it.
It's okay, it was right up near the top.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just the Lifetime.
Were you back to hurling accusations?
No, I'm just asking.
He won't teft around for that.
Absolutely.
Let's go to Frank in the Bronx. Frank, welcome.
There's a new song, too, about Travis.
There is?
Yep.
Frank.
Trav, they got to look Trav Dog on the cover of GQ.
That's right.
Trav Dog. Hey, so the best part of that,
Travis didn't like
interview, first of all, I wonder if that booker got fired last night.
No.
The fact that he actually booked your show not knowing there was sort of hatred between Jimmy and her. I mean, come on, you got to be smarter than that.
You said sexual tension wrong.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you a question, Jimmy. Would you bang her?
No, man, it's not my. Even if we got along famously, I would not. I don't think we're each other's types. She's not my type.
What about her isn't your type?
She's physically, I don't find her appealing, and she's a little older than I would like. Her hands are tiny.
Okay, so there are a few things.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Okay.
I mean, at least your dick would look good in the hands. Big.
Yeah, I mean, that's a point I hadn't considered. Maybe I'll rethink the whole thing.
Thank you,
Frank.
Other thing. Yes.
One other thing I wanted to add.
Yeah.
The fact that you got rid of the Jews, you got rid of Paul, and you got some of the best players still with you. I'm very happy about that. You guys won the battle of who gets who.
But Paul, I like Paul as well.
Trav Dog is the man.
Trav Dog is the man, and he was the guy I fought for to remain on staff. I wanted.
And it was not Eric anymore.
Thank you, Frank. You could tell, by the way, how hard Jim fought for Travis, because I was campaigning very much against him.
Yeah, I really had to.
I mean, you really had to stick your neck out, because I said I prefer not.
Scott sat me down.
What's your pleasure, young fella?
And then you got to tell him what you wanted. Is that one different too, or was that a repeat of one?
It's only 4.
So if we heard all 4?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure we just heard 1.
No, you've heard 4.
There are 4 different ones.
There sure are.
That man says that quote 4 times in that film.
It's a masterpiece.
It sounds like a terrible movie.
No, it's really funny.
No.
I would never lie to you.
What's the...
That was an accident. I was just getting my coffee.
It wasn't an accident. Your coffee's on the other side of the board.
BILLTEFFTY, Bill Tefty.
It's really stretching.
Travis, I have a question for you.
Yes.
You've now discovered that Jim Norton is at home, in character, by himself, in his apartment, making up songs to your name.
It just hit me.
It's no different than him texting me a Chip song at midnight.
But now, now the songs are centered around your name. Like, that's how far the obsession is getting.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's going to peak soon.
Well, no, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think the best part of that is BILLTEFFTY, Bill Tefty.
Yeah, no, I heard it.
Yep.
Yep.
Not only did I think of it last night and rejoice, I thought of it this morning.
When you woke up again.
First thing.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Bill Tefty.
I'm sure that won't be in people's heads.
I don't know, man. It's catchy.
How does it go?
BILLTEFFTY, Bill Tefty.
Even Mars is cringing like, what the fuck are you doing?
Lots of people are working.
Mars is just happy that you figured out it's a press. It's not a push or a hit or a tap.
Yeah.
It's a press.
Yeah.
That's what he's happy about.
Yeah, well, if I said to Mars.
You're not so smart now, are you?
You're just plowing through all of them like you're just a boy with a new toy.
I certainly am.
You're a kid and you got a brand new thing. I can only pray that you will get tired of it.
No. I don't get tired of things that are fun.
Let me go to Dan in Cleveland.
Dan, how are you?
Oh, terrific. Hey, I thought at the beginning of the interview she came off as very fake when she came in the room and she kind of she was basically like, who the fuck is she? Like, who are you? Like, she didn't know who you guys were. Then Sam, you go, and we're live on air, and she goes, oh, hey, how's everybody doing?
Right, and everybody, I'll tell you this, because they all got to see what the interview would have been like had we not been our actual selves with her. Everybody just thought it was beyond interesting when she said, when I grew up on that red dirt road in the middle of nowhere.
Is an under dirt road.
The fake. That one was justified.
It certainly was.
The fake humility of her opening statement was like, "Oh, please let this end harshly."
Yeah, don't try to use that southern soft-soaping silliness on us.
No.
We don't need it.
We don't want to hear it.
I mean, it's cool that you grew up, and it sucks that she had that horrible crime habit. I would like to know the details of her fiancé getting killed. I don't know much about that.
He was shot.
Was he shot?
Yeah.
What did he do? Is he robbed or was he store?
I'm not sure. I know that it's all out there because they caught the guy and he's out now.
Oh,
I think he
okay.
got out like 10 years ago or something.
All right. Well, yeah, she said she was 19.
Yeah.
But you know what? Sometimes a tragedy like that creates Batman. And sometimes a tragedy like that creates a horrible wildebeest.
That's a good point.
And that's what happened here.
If you Google Nancy Grace, Derek just figured this out. Our video is the first. Your video, I shouldn't say ours.
No,
It's
you're
ours.
part of the show.
Team effort.
It's technology.
Exactly. We used all the technology the show had.
All your GQ connections have been helping us. Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Go ahead.
No.
Let's go to Rick in Indiana. Rick.
Good morning, guys.
Hello,
hey,
Rick.
First of all, I just want to tell you I'm really enjoying the new show. It's really, really good.
Thank you. So are we, man. Thank you.
I listened to that
Speak
interview
for
with
yourself.
Nancy Grace
I met
yesterday,
Travis.
and began chuckling to myself, thinking when the interview started going south, had you guys just queued up her Dancing with the Stars faux pas and just combed over it like it was a
Well, I forgot about that. I forgot.
The great thing is
Dude,
that
I forgot.
if the interview had extended and gotten more hostile, we could have brought up the nip slip. We could have brought up her farting on TV. There's a million.
Oh my
things.
God, I forgot all that stuff.
Yeah, and I'm personally happy that if you watch the video, you can hear and see that I was able to get out a titty boy reference before she was out the door, so she heard me say it.
Why
I
titty
am
boy?
a 48-year-old man and was literally giggling to myself thinking about Chip talking about the Zapruder film of her nipple. I was sitting there by myself just laughing my ass off thinking about what could have been had she stayed long.
I honestly didn't remember that. I should have known that. Let me just give myself one of these. There you go.
What does that mean?
I punished myself.
Titty Boy is he's a rapper, 2 Chainz.
Right,
His
right.
nickname is Titty Boy, and he was on arguing with her a couple of years ago or a year ago, I don't know, about marijuana.
Pot, right, okay.
Yeah, but the reason it was funny was she goes like, "Now they call you Titty Boy," and she said Titty Boy a couple of times on television. And it was like, I mean, it's Nancy Grace saying Titty Boy. It doesn't get any better.
California weed with California horse. True. Smoking California.
Somebody remixed it.
True.
True.
He wasn't embarrassed by it? Was
Titty
he embarrassed
Boy?
by his own lyrics or no?
No, he crushed her in this one.
Oh, yeah.
He completely destroyed her. Daniel in Iowa, welcome. You're on Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Morning, Jimmy. Sammy Bram muffins.
Hello, sir.
I want to congratulate both of you for going viral on a bunch of wrestling sites and Reddit for taking that Red Dirt Road bitch to task yesterday.
Yeah, thank you.
Where do you guys go from here? I mean, you're 2 weeks in, not even 2 weeks, like 8 days, and you already go viral. Where do we go from here?
So to me, going viral is like when like news outlets pick you up. I'm really happy people are seeing the video because obviously you want people to see this video and get turned on to the show. But we're just going to keep doing the show and hopefully we'll couple up eventually.
Okay, fuck you, Dr. Day.
Sometimes when I walk in, Sam will point at his asshole and yell,
Come and get it!
What is that? What on earth is that?
You point. That's what you say when you point at your asshole.
What?
Stop pointing at your asshole and you yell,
Come and get it!
I don't understand the thinking behind, like, you're like, oh, I need some sounds for my soundboard.
Sure.
And that's the quote that you pick?
a bunch of quotes.
They're just so stupid.
Yeah, a bunch of them. I imagine you're going to hear most of them before the end of the show.
I would imagine. Chris the teacher. Welcome, Chris.
Boys, how you doing? Good morning.
Hello,
Good morning.
Congratulations. The first time I talked to both of you guys on the new gig. Very happy with it. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
I think I read the beginning of the interview a little bit differently than the other guy that called.
Mm-hmm.
I think, Jim, she knew who you were from the jump, and that's why she asked. She didn't ask nicely, like, who the hell you guys were. She's like, and who's who? I think she knew who you were as soon as she walked in the door.
Well, I think she knew the name. She might not be familiar with me or whatever, but when somebody hits you on Twitter that many times that you block them, and again, like I said, she should have blocked me. I was a dick to her. But she had to recognize the name because she got very combative very fast.
I got that feeling too because she sat down and she said something like, "Oh, he speaks."
Yes. That's what she said.
I didn't. When did I didn't catch that.
Right when she sat down.
Like after you said, because I brought her in and blah blah blah, and then you said first thing you said, she went, "Oh, he speaks."
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Did I respond to it or no?
You say yes, he does. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I? Okay, I just don't remember it. Wow.
Yeah.
I think, she was put off from walking in the door from you. I mean,
But
I
it's
didn't
like
like her tone right away.
She was not good for somebody, even if she was at all aware of what could be potentially coming. She was not ready with good arguments. Like, she was not ready to defend herself at all.
And, it's funny. There was a way, if she would have just said, like, look, yeah, I get why people say that stuff, but here's how I see it. But when she said that when she immediately made the dumb comparison that I would say the same thing about the news reporting on ISIS, she's telling me I don't know the difference between a tabloid idiot and regular news. I do. I don't think Tot Mom is the same as breaking news. There's been a bombing.
Right.
I think they're different things.
I think that I could follow you on that point, Jim.
Different.
I think I could follow you on that.
Now, is vodka baby clit a good hashtag?
Yeah.
By the way, she was saying hashtags save room, which of course they do. However, Kaylee A is the same amount of letters as Tot Mom.
By the way,
Casey A.
You don't need a hashtag to go with a news story.
No, you don't, unless you're marrying it to yourself.
Right. The point is not that, like, well, to do a hashtag, it's got to be quick. Why would you do a hashtag?
Jim, I'm not sure.
Mine were never nice, my hashtags to her.
You hashtagged her a couple times?
Yeah, rather unpleasantly.
Like, what kind of stuff would you say?
I honestly don't remember, but I know it was not pleasant.
It was not, like, nice hashtags?
No.
Oh.
Jim, I'm not sure if you understand social media.
No, it was very funny. Yeah, she's like, do you understand social media?
And you're like, no. You said no. I don't know if you understand digital media. I don't.
Jim, when you argue, and I always congratulate you on this on Twitter, you're such a motherfucker to argue with because you stay so reasonable and you stay so rational. And I think your emotions got the best of you a little bit. I think you could have kept her along a little bit longer when you kind of got angry at one point when you were like, "Oh, you want me to be serious? I'll talk about how you got."
You're correct. I did get annoyed there. It's funny. I didn't really care about keeping her any longer because I genuinely think that what she does is shitty. But at that one moment when she gave me Like when I said, "Oh, I didn't know that," because I didn't know something. I admit I didn't know it, but to imply that I was trying to do something I wasn't I did snap at her and like, don't act like you know that did bring out a little bit. That's as annoyed as I got, and that was when the whole Michael Skakel thing. And I know she can't give details because it's a settlement, but to me that's not a win in the lawsuit department.
You've got to figure out what it is that motivates you to come up with jokes as those moments are ending. Because it's like two of your top jokes were, one, yesterday when you made the suicide joke, and then the last one was like Jesse Ventura when you called him riffraff hair.
You want to know what it is? You want to know what it is?
Yeah,
You're
tell me.
not so smart now, are you?
I don't know that applies.
It doesn't apply very well.
I don't think it.
So happy.
Pointing out that you did well. I don't know why it would come back to.
I don't know. It's just because you're not thinking.
Right.
When you're not thinking. That's why I like radio so much, because it's all just, it's live, and there's no time to think when it's fun.
I feel like people would have a tough time believing that you're not sitting here thinking about some of the things that you're saying.
No, there are times where you consider, but I mean that's why I like when there's like, when the comics are just shit on each other. It's fun.
Right.
Like you have a very little time to smash each other. It just kind of happens.
Chris, are you off today for the Jewish holiday?
I am. Shalom. Shabbat shalom.
I will tell you. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate the call. I will tell you, I very much am enjoying these Jewish holidays. Well, I guess this Jewish holiday. Columbus Day isn't exactly a Jewish holiday. Yeah. Guess who got a seat on the train one more time? That's twice in 1 week. I sat down on the train.
Did somebody give you their seat?
What's your pleasure, young fella?
No.
Okay.
No, I live in a primarily Jewish suburb in Westchester, so there's like
nobody when they saw your hair.
No.
Welcome.
There was nobody on the train. It was perfect. I got to sit, put my feet up, the whole thing. It was like I was traveling in the lap of luxury.
Oh wow!
You really learn to appreciate these little things when they get taken away from you.
Yeah, it's nice. So did you know it was going to be an empty chair? Like, did the conductor just stand there?
Come and get it.
No, it was a male conductor.
Oh.
Yeah. No, he didn't he didn't chime in. He didn't have a cowbell, nothing like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I was very, 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 very excited.
Did you have somebody right next to you?
No. I did have to share a 4-seat with somebody, but we were diagonal, so it was totally fine with me. That's as close as I'll get.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't care for that. Like when you're going on those Boston to or DC to New York trips, you have people that there's a table in between and there's the seats all facing each other.
Yeah.
And I'm always amazed when people think that they're getting a room by sitting there and putting their stuff on the table. It's like someone's going to sit there and be knee to knee with you.
Right.
What the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Face forward.
It's terrible strategy.
Yeah.
I never understand people who don't strategize. And maybe people don't care about it as much as I do.
No one likes their knees touching a stranger's knees.
Well, you don't know.
No.
You don't know. There's some fucking weird people. So, I wanted to ask you about this.
Sure. Simmer down.
Okay, then. I didn't think I was over the top.
No, you go
in my
right
request,
ahead. But Bill Tefty.
They're those little things. That's why it gets stuck in people's heads.
Yep. All right, so you want to ask me something?
Yeah.
What's your pleasure, young fella?
Was that the one that there's multiple of?
Yeah.
Was that and are you rotating again?
Yep.
Okay, good.
I'll determine which one I like, and then we'll just keep one.
We could. You know what would be great?
What?
Deleting all 4.
No, I think we got to have at least 2.
At least 2? Why
Yeah.
2?
I'm gonna let people vote. It's gonna be a fun contest. It's gonna be our New Year's Eve contest.
New Year's Eve.
I forgot.
What?
I always have tickets going on sale today. I'm so bad at this.
Yeah.
By that I mean radio.
And promotion.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay.
So Donald Trump has kind of become separated from the Republican Party.
Yeah, a lot of guys are turning on him, and he's just like, fuck you guys.
Yes, he's decided to just tell him to go fuck off then. Specifically Paul Ryan, Speaker of the House, and John McCain.
I like McCain.
I like McCain, too, and it's like, I don't know why Donald Trump is surprised that John McCain is not a fan of his. The reason John McCain is not a fan of Donald Trump has nothing to do with the Billy Bush tapes, has nothing to do with policy, has nothing to do with any of it. It only has to do with the fact that Donald Trump said that John McCain was not a hero because he was captured, and that the heroes are the people who aren't captured in prisoner of war camps.
Yeah, that was a stupid thing to say.
Yeah, and when you say something like that, you have to acknowledge that the person is probably not going to be a fan of yours.
Did you ever see that The McCain, I forget what it was. It was like in Jail Abroad or one of those shows where they go through McCain's captivity.
No, I haven't.
It wasn't about McCain. It was about the guy who he was in the, as they called, the Hanoi Hilton. The guy who was in the cell across from him, who went through a miserable fucking.
How long was he there for?
I believe 7 years, or the other guy 6 years. The guy got captured. In the jungle. Yeah, there it is right there. Brace. His name was Ernie Brace. And he was kept outdoors for a long time and then eventually brought, but that was luxurious to him because he had been outdoors in the jungle and he had to sleep on his back under a cage, like just tied. Fucking horrendous condition. What was he? He was the only non-military guy, I believe, taking his POW, right? He was like a photographer or something, or I forget what he did. A pilot. He was a pilot. I believe he was a non-military pilot.
What was he flying around there for?
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. He's probably dropping off quick mix. I just couldn't improv anything fast enough.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why McCain doesn't like him. McCain doesn't like him because he
got captured.
Huh?
Oh, I think meant Ernie Brace.
No. I'm sure McCain is fine with Ernie.
They would speak through the wall, and they for a long time, and they had no idea what the other one looked like. And they became very close, and they met. He was the longest-held civilian POW. Sorry, yeah. Marine Corps fighter pilot, I apologize, and Mustang. He was court-martialed in 61 for trying to fake his own death. Good for him. He flew as a civilian contract pilot. Okay, got captured in Laos in 65.
Oh, so he had military experience, but he was not at the time.
Right, and he was the longest-held. I think he was, how long was he held for?
That fucking sucks.
Yeah. So him and McCain met for the first time, I think, in an airbase in the States.
Wow.
And he just knew it was him by looking at him. It's a great story.
I wonder what kind of relationship you have at that point, though. Like,
sick of him. All right, I heard you. What? You have to talk with cardboard in between you? All right, what? No, it's got to be,
like, do you not even, like, you want to kind of acknowledge it and then move along? Because I don't think you want to be friends with this guy because it would just remind you of the terrible shit that you had just gone through.
Captured in 65, released in 73.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I realized when I hear this, he missed the entire resurgence of Tony Orlando and Dawn in 1970 and 71.
Okay, I mean that's literal. That could be the most trivial thing I've ever heard.
I was watching like Tony Orlando and Dawn videos last night at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Why?
I like them.
You like Tony Orlando and Dawn
so much?
What songs?
Knocked 3 Times, Candida.
You were watching him on YouTube?
Yeah, and it's the worst video in history. There's a Tony Orlando video for Knock 3. It's one of the first videos. I didn't realize, to get off on the subject of tangent just for a sec, I didn't realize that he was, he was basically retired from music. He was a singer in the early 60s. He had a couple of things that did okay, and then he fucking retired, and then he did Candida because somebody else, he was like just producing music or whatever. And then he sang that and became a huge star. You
know what's interesting about Tony Orlando?
What?
Who gives a fuck?
That's not true.
You know what I
Everyone
mean?
cares. Tony Orlando is a part of the American psyche. Now, this video, this is for Knock 3 Times, and it's Hearing the Sun, you got to watch the video.
No, you don't. Don't. You know what? As a matter of fact,
it's so old
we
school.
will disagree on it. Don't bother watching the video. It's a waste of your time.
Old school. But they, when you think like 65 to 73, that poor guy was in a fucking POW camp. That's a long time.
You know how like some radio shows are like, here's what we got to do.
Yeah.
You got to give people a little like water cooler talk so that when they get to work, they'll have something to talk about with their coworkers.
I never think that.
I know because
I never think of water cooler talk.
You're not a professional broadcaster.
I certainly am.
What's your pleasure, young fella?
Go ahead, steal.
You understand that there are people that are like, look, usually I get my tidbits of information from the radio show. Hey, you guys believe that while John McCain was a POW, he didn't even get to see Dawn and Artie or whatever.
I was thinking of John McCain. I was thinking of Ernie Brace. But but it just gives you it puts into context Trump's how stupid his remarks are. Here it does, because the amount of time
nobody's sitting there going like, oh my God, Tony Orlando and Dawn, you missed them?
But no,
how could you? This is like not a big moment in American pop culture.
But it
history.
was, and when you look at the dates of 65 to 73, it's a long time. But it's hard to break that down into like, fuck, that was 8 years. And then you look at all the things that happened in that 8-year period. That's
Didn't the Beatles do a lot from 65 to 71?
Sure. Yeah. I just happen to think of this first. You can mention the Beatles if you want to.
That would be something that like would relate on a cultural level. Plus, you said this was only like 2 of those 8 years.
Hey.
This is literally...
How far better it is to strike a match than curse the darkness.
Yeah, you bring up a good point as you play that. You know, I'm sitting here cursing the darkness. You're trying to strike a match.
Yes.
No, you're right. That's the right attitude to have, Jim. I was wrong on this one.
That's a long time to miss 65 to 73 of your life.
It's so odd the way you categorize time, though.
Yeah.
That you're like, oh my God, you would have missed Tony Orlando and Dawn.
Well, we look at time.
Knock 3 times. They were sitting there knocking 3 times on the wall.
When you, I didn't think
to communicate with each other.
That's funny. Knock 3 times if they're beating your feet with a leather belt.
Yeah.
No, when you look at time, like when you go back to, like, say they talk about Alexander the Great, whatever the years he was, 1120 to 10.
You know what's really tragic about Alexander the Great is he was dead when Tony Orlando and Dawn were really hitting their stride. He missed that.
That's true. I wish you were with him right now. When was he around? He was, before Christ, or I was off by 800 years.
Oh, right, before Christ.
But when you look at stuff like that, it'll be a 300-year block. That doesn't mean anything. 350 BC to 10 AD.
Right.
You forget that that's like 450 years, or whatever it is, 360 years. The farther away behind us time is, the more we just like look at giant blocks of it as a minute.
Right.
And you go, 65 to 73, that's so long ago. And then you're like, oh my God, that was like 8 literal years. Like if you say 8 years, like, yeah, he went to jail in fucking 2008 and he just got out. Okay, that feels like 8 years because I have a frame of reference for all those years.
He would have missed the entire rise of Justin Bieber. All of it.
Ooh.
You know?
Deserve one of those.
I don't know
Deserve a snort.
I don't know what a snort means.
Yeah.
Is that like a bad
punctuation?
Point? Good. Okay. Just
I'm going to get the almond shake back too for Chip.
I don't need it.
So what are you saying?
I don't need it.
Trump.
I was saying.
People aren't sure about this show. They all want to know.
How long will it last?
No, why? In the middle of, you just asked the question.
They say that, yeah.
And in the middle of kind of getting back onto things, you're just like, here's a button.
No, they say that.
No, they don't.
I say to people, I'm having a really good time. I'm really enjoying this. And they go,
how long will it last?
Right. I tell people, I thought I would enjoy this thing. I'm not.
Oh, well.
What's your pleasure, young fella?
Somebody without buttons is my pleasure. So Trump has lost McCain and Paul Ryan, and he's kind of fighting back against the Republican Party, and he's basically saying like it's me versus. He went out on Twitter and he goes, he said the Democrats, by and large, are far more loyal than the Republicans are.
I don't know about that. The Democrats, what they did to Bernie Sanders, even though he became again a Democrat.
He said that was the exception.
But
he said, aside from what they did to Crazy Bernie,
they're loyal to each other, the Republicans, but they have never had this.
That's the thing. But Donald is going to, of course, he's going to frame himself. he's not going to frame himself as somebody who's so crazy that he's gotten his own party against him. He's going to frame himself as somebody who's been stabbed in the back.
Sure.
Which is fine. And it'll work with a lot of people. My question to you is, who's the Russian chess player you love so much?
Gary Kasparov.
Kasparov.
Then again, I do really enjoy Magnus Carlsen, but he's not Russian. Yes, I did.
I don't care about Magnus Carlsen.
I know. Do you want to talk about Vladimir Kramnik?
No.
I just thought you might want to talk about Vishy Anand.
There's a reason that I brought up Kasparov.
Because you like chess.
No, I don't want to talk about it. Why would I start talking about Trump and then just bring chess up?
I don't know, but you did. You want to talk about Russian chess? I'll be happy. You talk about Nadorf.
What's your pleasure, young fella?
That's a good one.
But nobody can tell that you're hitting it 4 different buttons.
That's the beauty.
So they think that you're just hitting the same shit every single time.
So basically you said no one knows I'm giving them 4 gifts. 4 different gifts.
The question is,
Gary Kasparov, I'm sure he hates Trump.
He hates Trump.
Oh, of course, yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you about. Does that sway you one way or the other because you love him so much as a chess player?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I don't give a fuck who he likes politically. He's more of a political thinker now, and he doesn't play professional chess anymore. No, I'd love to hang out with him. And if he wanted to bash Trump while we played chess, I'd bash Trump right along with him.
Right, you wouldn't.
Yeah, fuck him. He's Hitler. Checkmate. Oh, you got me, Gary.
You wouldn't have the debate that you had with Riz Ahmed yesterday? With Kasparov?
It wasn't even a debate. I'm just bored with debating Trump. And the only reason I was even mentioning that, I didn't give a fuck. Because when the guy said, something about it's racist, whenever somebody throws around, it's just racist to vote for him, that annoys me.
Right.
It's stop it. Stop telling me why I'm making a decision.
His point, though, which I think is correct, is that there's a lot of people that won't publicly support Trump because they don't want to be accused of racism.
Oh, well, that point is true.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that, and I don't know if that was his point or not. But
no,
that's
I think you made a good point. I don't think that was his point. He was saying it's racist.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
But because of that, I think that people are going to go to, the polls aren't necessarily going to match what the vote
Maybe
is.
not. But then again, in these anonymous polls, people tell you how they feel.
I don't know. You have to tell somebody face to face. Kasparov, your boy, said Trump's president day 1 checklist. Number 1, jail opponent. Number 2, media crackdown. Number 3, support Assad. Coincidentally, that was also Putin's checklist. And he's not a Putin fan.
No, he's not.
So he's against Trump.
I understand. I mean, look, I love Gary Kasparov, so I don't care who he's for politically.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to hug him.
I honestly think
Play
that...
some chess.
You do?
Yeah.
What'd you do first, hug or chess?
At the same time. Him beating me would take the same amount of time, so what do you want to get out of the way first?
I think that it could help Donald at this point. And Donald's always best when he's got opponents. So the fact that he's now fighting the system, I think is only going to be helpful to him. And I think here's where I think this is going.
Mm-hmm.
Donald's only hope at winning. 'Cause in all likelihood, he will lose by a lot.
I don't know about that.
I think that would be the safest money right now.
Ooh.
That's right.
Safe money.
But I think that the way that he would win is that he keeps being as crazy as he's ever been. Like he was at the debate. That was crazy Trump, and he's only getting crazier, and that's the right strategy. He's not good with humility. He's terrible when he's being humble. So if he keeps doing this, there are a lot of people who are going to sit there and be like, Trump's so crazy, nobody would vote for that guy. And they're not going to go vote. They just won't. It's happened before. And the crazier Trump gets, the stronger his base gets. So his whole base is going to go vote. And if that were to happen, then he'll definitely win.
I don't know if he's going to win or not, but it's fun to watch.
It's so much fun to watch.
It's fun. I'm enjoying it very much.
You are, right?
Yeah, I love it. It's a fun time to be alive, just to watch all this fucking disaster happening.
And Law and Order, did you hear, is doing an episode based on Trump?
No, enough with that show.
Law and Order SVU?
Ugh.
You don't like it?
No, what's it called? Primarily white perps?
Is it because Stabler's gone?
Who?
Detective Elliot Stabler.
Was that Vincent D'Onofrio?
No, that's Criminal Intent.
I don't know. There's so many of these fucking shows. What do I know?
No, Criminal Intent's not even on anymore.
I don't watch any of them.
It's Law and Order SVU.
Oh, SVU.
Special Victims
Unit. Is that with Ice-T?
Ice-T's in it,
Okay,
yeah.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah, SVU's a great show. And it's on USA all the time.
And I love Richard Oh my
Richard
God, Richard Belzer, yeah.
I think he's off now.
Is he off?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, they're in season like 28 or something like that. Like, it's been on forever.
I think he was on like an episode last year, or he will be again. He's played that character forever.
But there's nothing about their personal lives in there, right? It's only the case.
Well, they've gotten, as the show's gotten older, they've gotten a little more episodic, meaning like there are little storylines that run throughout. But in general, yeah, it's just the case. And it's a twist right before every commercial break, which is why it's so good.
Yeah, I mean...
Like most TV shows, how many twists? One twist.
Richard Belzer's 72, wow. He's been there for a long fucking time.
What, SVU?
Wow.
He's been working on the SVU since season 1.
Hold on, Richard said, I've been in the company of many famous, charismatic men in and out of show business for years. Not a single one talks like Trump about women. That's not true. I mean...
Yeah.
You know... A lot of guys talk about like that. You're breaking it down like it's a literal sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think did I ever say this yesterday? Where if you're talking about something and like how many guys go, oh my God, fuck her brains out. God, I'd eat through a mile of her shit. Like guys say dumb shit about women.
None of my friends have ever said I'd eat through a mile of her shit.
You know how many times I've said that, or heard that? No, I've heard guys say a lot of stuff. Like guys give these ridiculous examples.
When you're tefting around with some buddies,
yeah.
When you and the buddies are
tefting around, they're not going to talk about. You know what tefting around with your buddies is?
No, I don't. I guess
when you do a headstand against the wall and you fire diarrhea all over yourself, and you pretend that you're fondue.
You guys do that?
And you do that with your buddies? Like that's
tefting around, yeah.
Okay, so when you and your buddies are just having a teft, that's what I meant.
Right.
Yes.
Do you guys ever say like, "Oh, look how hot that chick is"?
No, I'm having a teft. I mean, having a teft is not what. What do you think that is?
I thought it was just like hanging out and talk.
No.
Did I use that?
No,
I
yes,
feel
you did.
silly.
Having a teft is when you tug your scrotum until it's loose and hanging, and then you lower it with milk on it and allow kittens to lick the milk. That's
Travis, why do you do that?
That's why I got a kitten like 2 years ago.
I've seen your cat.
Having a teft.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
You have a family, dude.
Yeah. You can still teft with a family.
Oh, God. You're not supposed to do that at all. You got a kid.
Yeah.
She's in school.
The Urban Dictionary teft.
There's a lot of them.
But you've never said to your friends, that girl is so hot, I'd like to eat through a mile of her shit.
No.
Guys have said that stuff like that. Yeah. They have.
That's a Nortonism.
I think maybe by guys you mean like literally two.
No, I mean,
and it's you and Chip.
Yeah.
No, a lot of guys have said stuff like that.
Well, the Law and Order episode has Gary Cole playing Donald Trump, and he's going to be like a political candidate, and women start coming forward with accusations that he's mistreated them. And it's clearly, like they do, like, ripped from the headlines. But any similarity to any news story is just coincidence, so don't sue us. So they never say this is the Trump episode,
of course.
But everybody kind of knows it's the Trump episode. A politician whose campaign has gone haywire when several women go public with damaging accusations. I mean, honestly, it could be any politician, but I'm assuming that they're going to severely twist this toward Trump.
Could be Anthony Weiner.
It could be Anthony Weiner. It could be.
However, I think they have already done a Weiner episode.
I do too, and they've done a Spitzer episode.
A what?
A Weiner episode?
Think about it.
His name's Weiner. It's been brought up before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting into a weird space here. What's the hullabaloo?
Okay. He does have.
Do you like the sound clips?
No, I hate him. He's got Trump's. He's gone on Twitter. Could you pull up Trump's tweet about basically rallying against the system, which again is only going to help? He goes, "It is so nice that the shackles." I love that you use the term shackles.
Yeah, Trump.
That the shackles have been taken off me, and I can now fight for America the way I want to. Our very weak and ineffective leader, Paul Ryan, had a bad conference call where his members went wild at his disloyalty. Go up to the top. And then he wrote, crooked Republicans are far more difficult than crooked Hillary. They come at you from all sides.
No, disloyal Republicans.
What did I say?
Crooked.
Oh, yeah, disloyal Republicans. They don't know how to win. I will teach them. With the exception of cheating Bernie, out of the nominees, the Democrats...
Nomination.
Out of the...
Fool.
With the exception of cheating Bernie out of the nomination, the Democrats have always proven to be far more loyal to each other than the Republicans.
I hate that Trump overuses exclamation points in his
really
tweets.
Does. He really does.
That's when you don't think you're being heard.
He's kind of created a new language, like where he says his point, and then he writes "bad!" exclamation point, or he says his point "sad!" exclamation point. He lets you know exactly what the emotion to feel along with his tweet is.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times he doesn't need to do that. We're gonna kind of know where to go with it.
We can decipher your characters, your 140 characters. Do you like that he's fighting the Republican Party now?
Love it.
You do.
I fucking hated that they endorsed him. I liked that McCain didn't like him.
Mm-hmm.
Just, come on, man. You don't need to say you like him now. I love that certain guys won't endorse him. Cruz is just such a fucking weaselly cunt. Just stop and don't endorse him. I like that he wouldn't.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. And now Ted Cruz is in a position where he can't unendorse him.
No.
He's probably looking at Paul Ryan and he's looking at John McCain and being like, oh, fuck.
And also, I love when Trump disagreed with Pence on Syria. Why people are like, that's a big diss. Like, what's wrong with two guys not agreeing on something?
Right. No shots taken, no nothing. They were just like, well, your running mate doesn't think that. And he's like, okay, we disagree. Move on.
I wouldn't care if Hillary and her vice president disagreed on. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
It was like my fiance and I yesterday had a spat. So what?
You have a fiance?
She was here yesterday. She left. Whatever. People make me more of it than they should.
You're engaged?
Yeah.
To be married?
Yes.
When are you going to get married?
She hasn't talked to me since the video came out.
What video?
With Nancy.
Why would your fiance be mad at that?
Well, because it was her. It's Nancy and I. We're a
you
couple.
guys are getting married?
Yes, we are.
I didn't know that you were a couple. You shouldn't have treated her like that then.
I was hot under the collar.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, she pissed me off in the morning. She spit on my dick and just left.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a tease. Yeah. What a tease.
Yeah.
Trump has, I'm loving that he's got his advocates, though. He's still got his people who have his back, but the clips that are coming forward, like when his advocates go on TV, Giuliani, over the weekend, I'm sure you saw some of it, because Giuliani, before the debate, when the Billy Bush tape was everywhere.
Right. He's leaving NBC for real.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Not only, but I've heard he's trying to get out of his contract. Like he's not getting fired. He's going to try to quit.
Oh.
And he may try to sue NBC because NBC is trying to fire him for cause. And Billy Bush, apparently, that's what these articles are saying. Apparently, Billy Bush is saying that the tape could not have come from anybody except NBC. So the fact that they leaked it, they are the ones responsible for this. And he's looking to potentially, I've read this online, so who knows, sue NBC for the tape coming out and for the whole thing blowing up.
I don't like the tape comes out. It is a political thing. The presidential candidate, you have the right to know things he said. But I don't think they should get rid of Billy Bush for it.
No, it's not a right thing. I mean, I'm not a Billy Bush fan, but
how can you not be?
He sucks.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. but that wasn't reason. That wasn't cause to fire him. They just promoted him to the Today Show.
Especially if it was their tape. You're saying that we don't even know what happened with we have our own tapes.
Right.
I listen to all my tapes.
Apparently, though, Billy Bush knew about it and he was bragging about it.
Oh.
Like in Rio. He was bragging about the fact that a tape was going to come out, and he probably didn't think it was going to be bad for him, but it was going to...
Yeah, he probably didn't realize that the whole hug thing would give him a hard time.
So what does Billy Bush do, though, if he leaves NBC? Does he take the Glenn Beck route and just decide to start leading more? Because Glenn Beck was like a fucking schlocky radio guy before he was a politics guy. Obviously, Billy Bush wants to be a news guy, not an entertainment guy.
So maybe he'll do that. Maybe Fox News will hire him or somebody. So a lot of times they'll look to somebody just to grab a headline.
Yeah, I guess one of these cable networks could get him. Or I could see him, because he's made... Fox News, I don't know if they'd pay him.
Probably not.
What he was making on NBC.
He's made a lot of this.
Yeah, I know.
It's money.
Yeah, I know what it is.
He's made a lot of cake.
Yeah, no, I know what he's made.
I'm trying to be a regular dude.
You're not.
Yes, I am.
You're not coming across that way, I'm saying.
Sure I am.
No, you're not.
What do you mean?
But I could see him starting his own.
So you don't think Fox is going to hold out some money and look at him?
Come and get it!
I don't think that would be a good negotiating tactic, no. I don't think that that's how they'll handle contract discussions with Billy Bush. No. A big sack of money, no. No, I don't think that's going to happen.
Because,
You're not so smart now, are you?
Okay. What is the noise? Why?
Because he's just mocking his son.
Oh, I see. No, I could see Billy Bush starting his own thing and just trying to go from there. But the Trump supporters, unfortunately, are somewhat coming across like horses' asses on television.
Why?
Giuliani does a pretty good job. He does a good job, and he took over every interview. Like when that tape came out before the debate, everybody who was booked to do Sunday morning press for Trump, all of them got bumped and replaced with Giuliani. He literally did every single network's show. But you have this one guy who, I can't remember where he's from.
For the record, Sammy's grabbing paper. Just bringing people into the show.
Thanks. No, that's so good. Blake Farenthold.
Oh, that sounds like a name. That sounds like a fucking name Colin Quinn makes up.
Yeah, it is.
Blake Farenthold.
Texas politician Blake Farenthold. He was talking to MSNBC, and Chris Hayes asked him about locker room talk. And the Republican politician said that the question was if the presidential candidate said that he liked raping women, that he wanted to rape a woman, they asked him would he stick with him? Would he stick with Trump even if he said that?
Yeah.
And then the politician Blake Farenthold said that would be bad, and I would have to consider it. So he said if Donald Trump came out and said he wanted to rape women, that would be, Blake would have a pause for concern.
Yeah, that's a really awful question. Of course. You
would have to, right?
Yeah, nobody would want to. But men don't look at him saying callous, shit-talky stuff like that as literal sexual assault. No one, when we're talking shit about girls, you grab them by the pussy, you act obnoxious. Hey, man, I'm going to pull my dick out. Like, we just say dumb shit that we don't mean. We don't do any of it.
Right. You want to hear a little of this?
If you grab their pussy, that's a problem.
Let's play it, Adrian.
Cut grabbing is wrong.
So we don't play it out of context.
Oh, yeah.
10 years ago that he apologized for. It was a private conversation that was off the record. That
Congressman, if someone off the record said, if someone off the record in a locker room, this was not in a locker room, it was a workplace, said, I really like raping women, would that be locker room talk?
Again, it depends. You don't know the entire context.
But
of
you
all
would be
this.
fine with
But
that.
I'm not here
If
to
a tape
defend
came
Donald
out,
Trump. I don't like what he said.
If a tape came out with Donald Trump saying
can defend
that,
himself on that.
If a tape came out with Donald Trump saying that, saying
what a
really
fucking
like
wormy
you
question.
would continue to endorse him.
Of course.
Again, it would. That would be bad, and I would have to consider. I'd consider it. But again, we're talking about what Donald Trump said.
It's a terrible question.
It's a terrible question.
And it's a horrible answer to it.
Yeah, they both handled that terribly.
They did. They did. He's not.
So if a president, there was a video of a president shitting on a glass coffee table while raping a woman, would you vote for shut up?
Yeah. Well.
So stupid.
I'm glad you brought that up, and I would have to consider it.
He should have slammed that guy, though. For that, play that question again. I'll show you how he should answer that.
Okay, this is good.
This is fucking terrible.
I don't like what he said.
If a tape came out with Donald Trump saying
can defend
that,
himself on that.
If a tape came out with Donald Trump saying that, saying I really like to rape women, you would continue to endorse him.
You're not so smart now, are you?
That's how you answer that.
It's not great. It's not great. It's not great. Actually, I'm starting to think that Blake Farenthold's answer might have been even better than that.
Really? Than that?
I think so.
Right.
I think so. The other people that are getting Trump's back are what's his name? Ben Carson.
Yeah, well.
Ben Carson, and if I were Donald, I would have told Ben Carson a long time ago, stop speaking for me. Do not speak to news outlets. You always fuck it up.
People like Dr. Ben Carson.
Who likes Ben Carson?
I do.
Why?
Because he operates on baby brains. He's the smartest guy that has probably ever run for president.
Then why can't he speak a coherent point?
Because he's busy keeping his teeth clenched as he fucking knifes through a baby brain. That's how.
He's terrible. He says,
he's probably not good at this.
He says idiotic things.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's got the worst bedside manner.
I don't know. He was wrong when he said that he was reading in this recent GQ magazine.
Mm-hmm.
With that Teft kid on the cover.
So Ben Carson was on one of these networks. You can cue it up, Adrian. He was on one of these networks, and they were talking to him again about all this Trump stuff. Nobody can defend it properly. Listen to what Ben Carson said in defense of it.
To come up with some way to characterize this to make this feel good for them. I mean, this is what it is. Why did you call it locker room talk?
Don't mischaracterize, if you mind. Don't mischaracterize what I'm saying. What I am saying is that kind of banter goes around all the time. Is it the right kind of thing to do? Absolutely not.
So you've
something that I've
heard
ever
people
done?
talking
Absolutely
like
not.
this. I've heard
people talking like that. Of course. Are you kidding me?
Where are you
people
hanging
are
out?
always
Can you
trying.
pause this
fucking repulsive asshole media person?
Yeah.
What a fucking fake. Ben Carson's being really honest, of course.
Right.
He's probably heard people saying a lot of racist shit too, you dope.
That's actually why Ben Carson, that's one of the positives about Ben Carson. There's no media training to him. He just tells you what the answer is.
So what kind of people have you been hanging out with? She's forgetting that you're hanging out with a bunch of fucking phonies in show business who are extra careful about everything they say around you, especially in human resources.
Everybody's recording something at all times.
Oh, does she burn me?
She does, right?
Ugh.
Where are you
people
hanging
are
out?
always trying.
Hold on, where's he hanging out? How about an operating room? Asshole. How about he hangs out in a fucking operating room separating babies?
You think people are saying this in the operating room?
No, that's probably the wrong place.
Yeah.
I doubt the anesthesiologist is saying, look at the cunt on this one. That's the last thing she hears before she goes under.
Just grab that baby by the pussy, huh? What? Locker room talk, guys. Locker room.
But to say to a guy like that, that is this smart, this much smarter than she is, at least on a real and important level, it just makes me want to fucking really throw hot coffee on her.
Ben Carson needs to learn how to speak like an intelligent person, because he may be smart in terms of he's a brain surgeon.
He's brilliant.
But he comes across like a fucking idiot every time he talks.
He's just not, like you said, he's not media trained. These guys aren't media trained, so they're just talking like regular people. They're not used to sitting there giving a quick soundbite answer.
Right.
All right. Clip, snap, clip. They're not used to that.
You don't hear him and think he sounds like he's not a smart guy.
No,
He just conversationally, he's not a smart guy.
He doesn't make great points. It doesn't, but I don't always equate that with stupidity. But then again, I know what he does for a living, so I'm kind of biased.
Right.
If I didn't know he was a doctor, I might go, "Who's this fucking idiot?"
Right.
Out that you hear people talking like that.
As I was growing up, people were always trying to talk about their sexual conquest and trying to make themselves appear, like the Don, Casanova.
Right? Don Casanova.
I'm surprised you haven't heard that. I really am.
I haven't heard it, and I know a lot of people who have not heard it.
Shut up.
Well, maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. People
the problem
have
is
not
that I
heard this.
haven't.
Maybe that's the problem. But whether they've heard it or not, the issue is the train that's going off the cliff.
It off.
He's 100% right.
Yeah, but he's so terrible at getting his point across.
I thought he made a great point there until that last moment.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. He's going out and being like, well, you know what the problem is? That not enough people have said it to you. That's not a great point.
Then he's saying the problem is, no, because she said not a lot of people have heard it. Maybe he's going, that's the problem. Like, people haven't heard this kind of talk, so when they hear it. But I don't believe her anyway.
Right.
And I don't believe that people she knows haven't heard it.
Right.
Everyone's lying to you, lady.
Right.
Any guy that's saying he has not heard his guy friends talking shit like that is fucking lying. Whether or not you agree with it's one thing, but we've all heard it. Jesus, maybe I'm just jaded because I hang out with comics.
No. You're 100% right. And that was the point that I had made initially, that the upsetting part of it. But I think there are a lot of women specifically that don't think
Absolutely.
that this is happening.
They don't understand that men do talk this harshly.
Right.
And this is where guys just become so fucking phony. You can still bash Trump and go, yeah, I've heard that kind of talk and I don't like it, but don't act like you never heard it.
And Ben Carson's point is probably that she hasn't heard it, which the reason that guys don't think that that's actually a threat of sexual assault is because it's a conversational thing. That's the harsh reality of it. Whereas women, who this is a shocking thing, it's the first time they've ever heard it, are like, oh my God, it's sexual assault.
Yeah, I think that people they don't like him and they're saying it. And if Hillary said it, the other side, the same people that are saying, oh, come on, it's nothing, would be bashing Hillary for it.
Well, I hope you're ready for a little more of that awful locker room talk.
I am. I really crave locker room talk.
Because the celebrity hotline is ringing on Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Ooh.
Anthony Cumia.
I'm with her.
That's what you used to say when me and you went out. What's up, buddy?
Hi, guys.
What's going on?
Did we wake you up, or did you just wake up?
Well, I just woke. I set the alarm so I could, call you guys, because I don't usually get up this early, and I have a cough because I was goofing on Hillary's cough, and she cursed me like the witch she is, and now I have a cough. It's amazing. Yeah, she's magic.
You gave yourself a cough mocking Hillary. You know how satisfying that is?
Yeah. That's how she works. She's amazing. Oh, my God.
She's not even coughing
so
anymore.
You guys just bullshitting about grabbing her pussy and stuff. Is that,
Yeah, we're just listening to the fact that apparently no male in America has ever heard this talk before. It's really amazing that no one's heard anyone say this stuff before.
Yeah.
I'm stunned at how outraged men are. What a bunch of pussies guys are, that they can't just admit that every time guys get together and a girl isn't there, we're talking about pussy.
Yeah.
It's the way it is.
Do you know what I say, though? If someone talks like that, a lot of times I'll say to them,
Language. This is my house.
Anthony, Jim finally has a soundboard, and it is not good news.
Oh.
It's not good.
I've taken notes. He couldn't get to the skid crash fast enough after the Nancy Grace interview yesterday.
Yeah, we noticed your tweet calling for an end of our bullying people like Nancy Grace.
I called for a boycott of your show because you were bullying. You bullied that poor woman.
My favorite were the people who responded to you like in seriousness, that were like, in case you didn't know, she's been bullying people herself. And you're like, yeah, okay.
I love that. Like a complete joke. And they're like, she was, they didn't bully anyone. She was being an asshole. Oh, God, these people. These are the people that vote.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But the funny thing was, that tweet you sent out got like, how many likes? That got like 600 and something likes. Oh, my God. Yeah, check that out. I'm like, Ant's really going to get us fired. It was very funny. I retweeted it. Where is it? Join me in stopping the bullying. It really made me laugh. And, a lot of people.
We have to stop it. She was very defensive.
There it is. Oh, my God. 696 likes on that tweet.
Yeah, like 85 retweets and 700 likes. People really agree that our bullying of Nancy Grace was inappropriate.
Yeah, she did not like that you guys were questioning her ethics, her journalistic integrity.
Yeah, she handled that rather cunty, I have to say.
Yeah, although people were criticizing us that instead of doing the old, apparently we didn't realize that it's not bad cop, bad cop. That's not generally how those things work.
Yeah, we did it as big fruit, big fruit. You sound terrible, man. You're sick.
Yeah, I got a cough. It's not even. It's not a bad thing, like no sore throat or anything like that. But at this hour, my voice is gone, totally shot.
What time do you go to bed?
Probably around 3.
Oh, okay.
It's around there. It's so funny hearing. It's so funny hearing your voice like this because
talk is. It's terrible.
Yeah, I was watching a clip from your debate show that you guys covered the debate live. And the whole room of you were screaming at the top of your lungs as soon as Donald Trump did his you'd be in jail joke. Like you were all losing your minds. And now you got nothing left.
When a debate became like a football game. When has a political debate ever sounded like, go, motherfucker? It was that was a great line when he said, you'd be in jail. And then the way he turned and walked away.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, bitch.
Did you
Language. This is my house.
But it is kind of like a football game because they're volleying points.
What?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is that a bad example of a football game?
See, points. They're making points.
There you go.
Yeah, that was. People don't give a flying fuck about the issues or anything. They want the zinger. They want a good fucking line. They want to know about either WikiLeaks or they want to know if Donald Trump said fucking fuck or. It really is a sad state of affairs.
Why do you suppose Hillary has been able? It really seems like the more WikiLeaks stuff that comes out about her, the more she just continues on kind of unscathed. Like no damage is done.
People are just too used to it. We're fatigued by everything. I actually think Donald Trump tapes are going to get to that point. Like if more come out, it's just going to be like, oh yeah, that's what he says. Who gives a shit? And WikiLeaks just said, Hillary Clinton called fucking Putin a cunt. Well, that's fine. Doesn't matter. She can say anything she wants.
Yeah, hopefully
we don't care anymore.
Hopefully we get to that point where it's just like, it's just one more thing, and you get so jaded by it that it doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah. I don't know, and I'm not sure if any of the polling or anything even matters in this. This is such a weird election. I don't think the normal things that measure who's ahead, who's behind, I don't think it matters. I don't think it's accurate anymore because it's so weird right now. He's not a politician. She's a fucking criminal. He's an asshole. Like, who knows what the fuck is going to happen in November?
Do you think, but the important thing is this, we were discussing Tony Orlando and Dawn before.
Oh, yes, very important.
I happen to be a big fan.
Yes.
Sam, obviously, it's before his time.
I find them culturally irrelevant.
I think...
Oh, my God. How dare you?
Don't you disagree, right? Is it knocked 3 times a fucking home run?
Tony Orlando and Dawn were an American institution. They were beloved.
That's right.
Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree.
That's right.
And Jim was making...
Twice on the pipe, ding, ding.
Yes, exactly. Twice on the pipe. Means...
Dang, dang.
Yeah, I hate that part of the song, in all fairness. I love the song, but I hate that clank, clank means you're not going to show.
Jim was making a real point. Like this was like he wasn't joking. He was making a serious point that one way you
I was telling Sam to tie a yellow ribbon around his neck.
One way he said
hang himself.
He was trying to get across how long John McCain and the other guy had been prisoners of war.
Ernie Brace.
Yeah.
And he goes, I mean, they were in there so long. They didn't get to see the rise of Tony Orlando and Dawn without an ounce of humor. Like, this was his salient point about how long they were locked away for.
Well, to me, it's just so long ago. It's such an ancient time.
Right.
When that song came out. I didn't realize that Tony Orlando, and I made this point before, was that he had retired from music and then did Candida. I mean, the whole thing. I'm going to cover it in the Tony Orlando biopic that I'm producing.
A special that you'll be doing. I'm sure that's what John McCain was thinking while they were caving his jawbone in, is that he was missing Tony Orlando and Dawn.
He probably didn't know about it. He probably
as the gook was caving in his fucking skull.
Yeah, maybe it didn't occur to him until he got out. So he's
like, you mean I can't raise my arms over my head and I miss Tony Orlando and Dawn?
Right.
Well, you know, a lot of people may say that me bringing up Tony Orlando and Dawn trivializes the true POW experience. But I was just trying to give a time frame reference. Is that by the time he got out, this guy had come from obscurity and now had to hit songs.
Yeah. No, I get it.
See?
How long will it last?
I had 2 buttons.
Hey, Jimmy,
Yes,
what do you
buddy.
think of Bobby De Niro, your co-star there in Comedian? What do you think of his video about Trump?
You know, it's funny. Well, I have to say co-star, too. I only have a couple of very, very brief scenes with Bob. But
Yes,
we did get to
with
spend
Bob.
a decent amount of time together.
Excuse me.
You know, it was. I loved it, even though I didn't. I like Trump. I love that he just came out and talked shit about him because I love Bob. And if Bob was right here and he was bashing Trump, you know where I'd go? Good point, Bob.
I think it was pretty funny, his tough guy thing. I'd punch him in the mouth.
That's right.
He's the mutt.
He would.
Yeah, he was the tough guy.
I'll tell you one thing. You say what you want about my pal Bob, but that son of a bitch works out every day at 4 o'clock in the morning. An animal.
Well,
I wouldn't tangle with him.
So, Jim, you're taking, in the great celebrity war between John Voight and Robert De Niro, you're taking Robert De Niro's side?
I am, unless John Voight was here. In which case I wouldn't, because I also love John Voight. Midnight Cowboy is a masterpiece.
Right.
That's what I like those guys for.
I like John Voight for his role in Seinfeld when he bit Kramer's arm.
Was he in Seinfeld?
John Voight.
Of course he was. John Voight. George thought he bought John Voight's car. Actually, I should have just said, "Oh, I know a guy that bought John Voight's car."
Oh.
and Jimmy would have been like, "Really?"
Yeah.
But you know how I would know you're lying? Because of the dumb smile in the Teft box.
Yeah. He definitely would have been smiling.
Yeah, I never got your Seinfeld references. Ann would literally go through, like, I know the masturbation episode, but I wish I had gotten them. Now, you maybe kind of want to watch the show, but I just never got around to it. I've been busy. It's watching Tony Orlando and Dawn.
Goodness.
Yeah, you're 1 o'clock in the morning watching Tony Orlando and Dawn and thinking about the cultural ramifications that this stupid video has.
Yeah. Yes, I am. I am.
I was chit chatting with Artie Lang yesterday because it was his birthday, and he was like, Jimmy didn't even know it was my birthday, and forgot to say something.
Artie, I didn't know.
You didn't wish Artie a happy birthday? What the fuck?
You didn't wish Artie a happy birthday, Jimmy.
Why would you not do that?
I don't know.
That's supposed to be your friend.
I had birthday cake for Artie. I had fucking birthday cake. I was like,
come and get it.
And he didn't show up.
Oh, that is terrible. Oh my God.
Nobody knows what movie they're from. It's so stupid.
I grabbed Artie by the dick.
You did?
I said,
don't you come in my hand, you cocksucker. I'll rip it off.
You got so much ambient noise around it. It's a terrible clip.
Can't help it. Maybe Adrian can clean it.
I guess. What do you use? An iPad for your sounds, Jimmy?
Yeah, but I'm getting used to the right tap.
It's not a tap.
What's a press?
It's a press.
Oh, Marge kind of showed me because I was doing it very ruggedly, but now that I have all these amazing sound clips, they're all good ones. Yes. Like check this one out. If I want to punctuate a joke, I give the old snort.
He's got his own noises. The chip laugh.
I heard that. I heard that whole break where you talked about wanting sound effects, but they were your sound effects.
Yes,
you do, and it makes no sense.
No sense.
Why do you like? Well, there was a problem. Don Wicklund was just in you
could have just stopped it. There was a problem, Don Wicklund.
Yeah, he was in there with Travis. He's in there right now, and he looked unhappy. So obviously, the sound clip to play would have been, "What's the hullabaloo?"
It's the second time you've used it this morning.
Yeah, that was the one I heard.
It's a good one.
That was the one I heard.
Oh. You didn't like it?
Oh, I did not like
You don't think it was a valid question or one that would excite the fans?
Oh, I saw you eagerly pawing at your iPad on one of the videos. Like it was the most important thing to you.
It's really hard, dude, to get used to the sound. You were the master of sounds. You really could do so many.
Please. I did enjoy the sound effects. I don't know why I don't use them anymore, but whatever.
I just realized I started because I didn't use them when Opie and I were doing the show. For some reason I would joke about it. And I'm sure it would have been fine if I wanted one, but I just never got a sound machine. And then recently I was like, I want one.
Because Opie was smart. He can give you a sound machine.
No, that wasn't the reason. I just figured this is fun, so let me just get a sound machine and play it. I'm enjoying it.
Any tension in the hallways between the the two split camps now?
We haven't seen each other.
Yeah.
So no,
really,
not at all. I mean, look, if we do, we do. I mean, I practice my karate stance. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Sam is a real scumbag, though. That was like. That was what I heard.
Who, Sam?
That's the
Sam
rumor.
Roberts.
Oh, yeah.
Scumbag.
Oh, no, do you have us on, are you dropping a deuce? We're on speakerphone. Right now, Ann is taking a shit on his heated toilet seat.
I wish. I didn't even make it to the toilet. I'm shitting in bed.
Oh, no, that's one of I was twittering till 5 a.m. shits. It's one of those liquid ones in bed.
In bed.
But no, he and I have not bumped into each other or talked. You know how it is. Communication is not always good on a radio program. So, yeah, we're done. So it's fine. I haven't. I've listened to a couple clips of his show. I don't even listen to my own show. I haven't even watched the Nancy Grace video that I'm in. So I just don't listen.
Yeah, it's fucking funny, man. I watched it. It's fucking great. She's just like, I'm helping to find young children.
Yeah.
And you just keep pounding her with the whole, add yourself into the hashtag. Oh, she was offended.
When she said she was helping to find the kids, I leaned over. I'm like, where do you keep them, Nancy? Yeah, where do you keep the little tots?
She's not the one hiding them.
Yeah, she is. Little totter. She knows where all the tots are.
She didn't have a proper response to the question, don't you think using the hashtag baby in a dryer is trivializing tragedy?
Right.
She didn't really have a satisfactory answer to that.
No, she didn't. Her sensational hashtags. She made such headway with things like Tot Mom that she tried to follow it up with, infant in a dryer and, baby in a tree, and she fucking failed miserably.
By the way, I thought of you, dude, because I watched the Amanda Knox. Did you see the Amanda Knox thing on Netflix?
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
And I can't tell if she's guilty or innocent. Netflix, the documentaries, the Making a Murderer and this one, both seem to kind of... I heard that they left a lot of Amanda Knox evidence out of her guilt. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I thought of you because I know how you're kind of smitten by those psychotics, and I am too. I thought she's cute.
Love the murderers. I love these murderer women. Oh, they're wonderful. Little Casey Anthony and shit like that.
Would you bang Casey Anthony?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Her big fucking tits. Even recently, I saw a picture of her recently. She still looks pretty good.
Wow, she does have big, fat, heavy tits. There's nobody nursing on them.
Big, heavy tits.
Was it? She was found
because.
So there's nobody nursing on them.
Yes, still full of milk because she didn't care.
Yeah, all the sound of baby crying did nothing to release the milk. It just made her start the car.
Nothing. But get off of those kids. My boyfriend.
Yeah, you're wrecking them. Did you reach out to her?
She's fucking hot.
Didn't you reach out to her?
No, on Twitter, I think. But when I heard she opened a photography business or some shit in Florida and that she was strapped for bucks, really, my radar this is how fucking sick I am. My radar went right up. Like, she all of a sudden attainable. I could probably get her up here. Yeah, I'm not right.
What? Wait,
I'm not well.
What happened to her? Did she open a photography business?
Yeah, she opened a photography business, and I think it's failing miserably.
Why?
People usually don't want a murderer to come to their house, take pictures of the kids.
I'd love her to take my picture. I'd be like, all right, just meet me near that tree, and I'd have a bunch of leaves on the side, and I'd lay in a little shallow grave and make her take my picture. see how she handled it.
Put the kids in the pool. We'll take a picture, and then also the second location will be the shallow grave.
You don't think that people want her showing up with their cameras? She's trying to take the picture. She's like, all right, look, keep that kid quiet or I will. Fuck yeah. You heard what I said?
Yeah.
All right, smile and say, murder. I mean, cheese.
No, she tells the kids, smile and go, because they can't say anything.
No.
Was that a real snort or
No.
a soundboard snort?
Soundboard snort.
Oh.
Aunt and I are having a good time talking to our pal Sam.
Know. I had no idea that was the soundboard snort.
How could you? How could you?
And how's your show? Because I'm sorry to interrupt you. Sam and I are going on your show. If maybe next week, Keith. I guess apparently you guys are all booked up.
Yes, I'm very excited about that. You guys coming over to the studio and doing a show with me. I love it.
Yeah, that will be a lot of fun.
Doing great. I just had Nick DiPaolo on the other day. He's fucking just. It was so much fun. He is such a blast to sit there and fucking bullshit with. And the people are like, oh, great, two angry guineas just yapping at each other. And that's pretty much what it is. It's us being angry at everything, and then you intersperse soprano lines in between everything, and that's pretty much the show. No. He's fucking great, man.
You ever see it?
I guess he went to the hospital yesterday for a hernia operation.
Did he really?
Yeah, I guess everything went well. He sent a picture to me. He looked like fucking Johnny Sack laying in bed.
Hernia operation. What was he fucking lifting up some boxes or something?
Fuck. That was great. You should put that on the soundboard.
Fuck yeah.
Whatever.
Hey, here's on the soundboard. Check this shit out.
What a waste
of time. Is that really on the soundboard?
Hey, listen, when I lie about that, as I'm talking, you can hear it. Yeah, that's on the soundboard. Hey, look, this is on the soundboard, too, Aunt. You hear that right now as I'm talking? It's right behind me.
Oh, my God.
It's so annoying.
Sam wanted them on the soundboard.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I'm mad that an iPad even exists at this point. That's how over the soundboard I am.
And
by the way, a message may need to be delivered because I forget. We were talking about Bobo, about Comic-Con.
Yeah.
He did say he was trying to get people to pay for photos with him at Comic-Con, and I was trying to tell Jim about it. And you might want to relay the message. Jim has absolutely no recollection of anybody named Bobo.
Oh, really? Doesn't even remember that there was somebody named Bobo.
He remembers Big A. He remembers everybody. He doesn't remember Bobo ever doing the show.
Yeah, I mean, people keep saying that I know this guy, but I don't think I do.
That's so sad. It's like a child of divorce that one parent just forgets, doesn't think about.
Are you talking about Travis's mom?
Like, oh,
Are you saying
still hasn't gone away, huh?
Are you saying Bobo got tefted?
Oh, tested. Yeah, when did theft become a thing? Like
Theft has always been a thing. Theft has always been a thing. We just didn't know it.
Right.
Being thefted and theftification and
yeah.
Well, we try to testify on the show every morning. So.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Well, you're not going to like the new song.
No.
BILLTEFFTY, Bill Tefty.
Ooh, you're right. I don't like it. That is awful.
Not good.
you don't like that?
It's a testament. It's a testament to everything that's wrong.
Well, do you know what the way testing started?
The more zippy your songs are, the more depressing they are to hear. It's so bad. They're supposed to be happy, and they're just horrid.
It makes you're not going to want to sing that one.
No. Never. I don't want it stuck in my head. I don't want to hear it again.
Do you like when he says double F in it?
My favorite part of that one is because it goes BILLTEFFTY, Bill Tefty. I almost said Tetley.
Yeah. The double F. It's almost like a gimmick in the song.
Yeah.
And the only reason he did that just now is because he wanted to sing the song again because he's really hoping he gets stuck in your head.
Oh, is that why I did it?
How far better it is to strike
you hit the wrong button, stupid.
Yes, I did. I'll give myself one. Hey.
You're not so smart now, are you?
Oh, my my God, Sam! How do you put up with this?
I just have to sit here and take it. This is what's become of it. This is what's become of this.
Yeah, this mess.
Yeah.
Who do you have on today on your show? Well, and Anthony, obviously the Anthony Cumia Network is on from 4 to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday.
Well, the network's on all the time, Jim. It's
That's
never
a good
ending.
point. Yeah, I'm saying the Anthony Cumia show on the Anthony Cumia Network. I was trying to...
Quite astounding. Yeah, did you see the East Side Dave production of Star Wars?
I did. I didn't realize. I noticed, too, that Bobo was trying, he was considering going on eBay.
Who? Why was Dave wanted to go on eBay?
No, Bobo. Bobo, do you... It's the guy we were talking about before.
Okay.
Yeah. He played R2-D2, and his costume involved a paper plate as a hat, and he was considering selling the paper plate on eBay for a lot of money.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
As like Star Wars memorabilia?
That's right. The Bobo costume.
Wow.
Bastard.
He was going to sell it?
He was. He's still thinking about selling it.
This guy's a riot.
Star-studded. As my favorite part of the whole thing, as R2-D2, at one point, Pat Dixon, who was playing Obi-Wan Kenobi, goes over to R2-D2 and you hear him say, "Oh, hi, Pat." Fantastic.
What a fool.
Oh,
You decided
that was a lot of fun.
You decided not to edit that part out?
No. Just kept it in. It was fantastic. We did 2 of the debates, live coverage of that as it happened, because we are America's election network.
That's right.
And
What?
we're covering the election. We're going to do a marathon evening of the election until there's a decision until it's somebody concedes. We're going to stay on the air.
I love it.
Very, very excited.
It is
very
very
political.
When did you become America's election network? I've never heard that.
Well, we stole it from Fox.
Oh, all right. I like it.
Yeah, why not? I'll wait for the C&D or not. So I just steal everything and use it.
You're not stealing it. You're just
It's mine now.
Putting it to better use.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's mine. I can't even do dice. My voice is so shot.
Well, who do you have on today?
Today is Ari Shafir and my good friend Joseph T. Curry.
Oh, okay. Good. We have Ari tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, I got Ari on today also.
Okay, yeah.
Joe.
So
I'm gonna be on today. Joe Curry had to actually remind me, like, hey, dude, I've been doing comedy for 20 fucking years, and I have not been a guest on your show. Like, God, he's right. That's pretty terrible of me.
Yes, not a good friend.
No, I'm awful. So he's on. It should be fun. I want to scoop up a bunch of pictures that we have of me and Joe from the 70s, which are so embarrassing.
Why are they embarrassing?
Because they're like 2 Long Island dickbags standing next to a fucking Camaro, trying to look cool. Oh, it's just embarrassing. Thinking we were going to get chicks.
I'm looking at you as Darth Vader. By the way, you look ridiculous. Why? You look ridiculous.
It was all they had was a Disney Darth Vader helmet with like Mickey Mouse ears, and of course I was wearing a deep discount sponsor shirt.
Yes, and it's also your stern face. You have a stern look on your face. And fucking
I'm Darth Vader, Robin. I'm Darth Vader.
That fucking guy. And the sexy girl in that video. Wow,
that's Flutzy.
Yeah, she's hot. Oh, Flutzy.
Yes, that's Flutzy.
She's got a fat ass, huh?
Oof.
Oh my God, her ass is fucking
juicy,
divine. Just great. Yes. Oh my God, like to grab those buns on her head like doorknobs and just shove my fucking pelvis in her face.
Oh, come on now. We can't laugh at that.
Wait a minute. Did you mean with permission?
Outrage.
Did you mean? I hope you would ask for permission
I've never
first.
heard talk like that.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, God, can you fucking believe it? And all the Hollywood phonies that come out, oh, this is terrible. Like, look, I don't care what you guys think about Judd Apatow. I'm sure, you want to keep everything nice with him and everything. That's fine.
Well, I actually like Judd very much.
hypocritical douchebag. He was saying, like, oh, God, because I guess Ben Carson said something like, hey, if you are offended by that, you never heard guys commenting about their sexual exploits over the years. And he goes, could you believe he said that on tape? If they're saying stuff like that on tape, God knows what they say behind closed doors. And it's like, where did your fucking movie ideas come from? Out of fucking thin air? You didn't sit there with Seth Rogen talking about pussy and ass and tits. The thoughts flew into your head for 100% of your movies. They're such phonies. They're just fucking phonies.
Yeah, my pal Judd is very against Donald Trump.
Yes, I see. You're a good friend. Oh shit!
So are you guys snipping on Twitter?
No, I just tweeted him once yesterday. He didn't get back to me. My goal now is to have Chuck Yeager retweet me. I've just been tweeting Chuck Yeager, who is still alive and runs his own Twitter, and he's a grouchy old fuck. He just yells at people and calls them stupid. And I'm just like, good evening, General Yeager. When you flew the P-51H and then he just answers like, yes. One word answers. He's miserable, and I love it.
Oh, is he really?
Good follow. Yeah, a very, very good follow. And another one is the guy that played Johnny Sack. Vincent, fucking name. But the guy that played Johnny Sack is hilarious. He's fucking just angry, heavily conservative, loves Trump, hates Hillary. This has really brought out the inner animal in everybody. I love it.
Wait, what's Chuck Yeager's? How do you spell Yeager? Y-E-A-G-E-R?
It's I think General Chuck Yeager or Gen Chuck Yeager, and it's Y-E-A-G-E-R.
Yeah, Chuck Yeager.
He's a great follower because he's just like, shut up. Some guy goes, General, I'm thinking about joining the Air Force. What's the first thing I should do? He goes, get a haircut. He's just angry.
How old is he?
Oh God, this fucking cough.
Wow, he's old.
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go out for a jog and do some yard work.
So basically, Anthony is telling us, hey, look, guys, they're telling me I have to go.
My voice is fucking shot.
All right, buddy.
It really is. I'm fucking coughing like a maniac. And, yes, I'm going right back to sleep.
Well, so you need some cough medicine. If I was right there, I'd probably go,
What's your pleasure, young fella?
What does that even mean?
What does that mean?
What's your pleasure, young fella?
That's too different. That quote apparently is, whatever movie this is from, that quote is said 4 times in it.
What's your pleasure, young fella?
And he had stupid Adrian pull all 4 versions of it and put them
What's your pleasure, young fella?
That's all
on the soundboard.
All different, all fun.
They're all exactly the same.
All right.
It's a fucking living nightmare.
It is.
So Chuck Yeager.
It is.
So we'll see you very soon. Happy we got a chance to talk to you.
Yes. I'm very excited to have you guys come in. It'll be a lot of fun, definitely. Man.
The afternoon show is 4 to 6 every Monday through Thursday, and we will be on
compoundmedia.com.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you in person.
I am too. Thank you, gents. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, feel better, little sweet.
Thank you. All
right, bye.
Talk to you later.
Take care, love.
Bye.
Bye.
Anthony Cumia.
Yeah, well, he sounds bad though. This when he had remember he had pertussis.
Oh yeah,
and he was fucking coughing.
I was so paranoid that I was going to get pertussis when he did. I was so. Did it turn out to actually be pertussis, or was it something else?
It might have been. He had that for a long time, man.
Yeah, it was
weeks.
bad. It was bad.
He was hacking for weeks.
It's been an hour and 40 minutes, so we should take a break.
Yes, we should. I got to promote in 20 minutes.
Whoa!
Because I'm doing a bunch of dates now. Philadelphia is on sale. Helium Comedy Club, October 27, 28, 29, 30.
In Buffalo?
Yeah, yes, the Philly Helium in Philly. And then Fort Lauderdale, I've not been there in years. I'm coming down November 18th through 20th. Tickets go on sale this morning at 10 a.m. You can go to jimnorton.com and you can snatch up those Fort Lauderdale tickets. I'm going to get a little Florida sun in November.
All right, you get
That's how I'm selling it.
You get the Florida sun in November.
I'm going to get a little Florida sun.
Please.
In November.
Please let the hurricane come back while he's there.
Why don't they call it a hurricane?
That's really, it's H-U-R.
B-I-L-L-T-E-double-F-T-Y. Bill Tetley.
Welcome back to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. You can call the show at 866-969-1969. You can tweet us at Jim and Sam Show. Jim and Sam Show across Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We just saw during the break that Mediaite had picked up the Nancy Grace walkout interview from yesterday. So that's very fun.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I like
really
that.
Cool.
I like that. There's also a Photoshop that just came across.
More importantly.
Jim and Sam Show. Well, the first one I was going to say, Jim and Sam Show on Twitter with Jim Norton RKOing Nancy Grace. But right under that is... by
Jim Travolta, very funny Twitter account.
Tefty Orlando.
it's Tefty Orlando and Dawn. Boy, Travis has a very photoshoppable face.
I guess I do.
Yeah.
Because he's got so many odd facial expressions in photos.
Yeah, they're all dumb, but it's amazing how many different ones there are.
For some reason, all the group shots that we ever did that ended up on Google Image or whatever, you always have some stupid face.
Yeah, it's like Tefty Rivera, he looks like, the news guy.
Tefty Rivera?
Yeah. The Latin news guy who's on Fox News a lot.
Did you see this one?
I did not. Oh, no. They put Travis on Honcho.
If Adrian...
That's better than GQ.
Yeah, it certainly is. Goddamn queer.
There he is.
Let me see. Oh, wow. That's not even a Photoshop. That's really you.
That's actually you, dude.
I'm proud of what I got.
Look at that. They actually tanned his face to match the body.
And look, even the cover even matches. Teft harder than ever.
It's great.
Oh, that's very funny.
Speaking of porn, did you hear Ken Bone got the big offer?
$100,000, right?
Yeah.
What do they want him to do, though?
Well, they just said Cam Soda. Have you seen Cam Soda?
Yeah, when I'm fucking thirsty.
Adult entertainment site Cam Soda hosts the... Oh, that was so stupid that you just did that. That added nothing.
Fucking go ahead,
just
you
cheeseball nonsense.
I'm in here firing out home runs. Go ahead.
What's
it called? Where is it going to be?
Cam Soda. So stupid.
It's going to be another sound.
Yep.
They want him to sign up.
Oh yeah, Adrian. Sorry, Adrian.
For a live broadcast, hour long. $100,000.
But a live broadcast, they want him getting his dick sucked or not talking, or what do they want him doing?
They haven't said in the press release. I think that they'd be probably willing to do a couple of different things, but I'd assume he would at least have to jerk off his little pee-pee.
Yeah, he's married with a kid. He won't do it.
No.
I appreciate the offer. It's, very flattering that people are taking such a liking to me in my red sweater, but I don't think I should probably take that.
I had Derek come in and I said, "Hey, Ken Bone, would you take the offer?" And he went, "Sam, I'm Derek." So that's...
Ew.
He's got no improv skills.
Did he say that?
No.
This guy's a riot.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, this is, as part of the deal, he said he'd throw in 25 throwaway cameras for Ken Bone, the guy who runs Cam Soda. People, I love that, like, it's always just a rush.
That was live.
What, the soda thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
There haven't been enough time to put the thing in yet.
Go ahead.
They're always every porn site is always in such a rush to get whatever the weird viral person is. They never are going to accept it.
No, but they're actually pretty good at getting themselves inserted into the story. Like,
right.
Porn sites are really, because they make an offer that they know the person, but they don't make it so high that they will accept. And it's just an offer. It's not a legal thing, so they can say whatever they want. $2 billion for Ted Cruz. Oh my God. Female Ted Cruz lookalike agrees to do porn for $10,000. She looks just like that fucker.
She does.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's an old story.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He looks like Ted Cruz.
April. Who, D-Bag?
Yeah.
I could see you as Ted Cruz.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ted Cruz in here and fix the camera.
Right. He'd be like a good, if you ever wanted to find out what Ted Cruz looks like in tighty whities, I would assign Derek to the task.
You know what? I wonder what would Ted Cruz look like in tighty whities?
Yeah.
with a saran wrap around him. Are you wondering?
Yeah, I would love to find out.
What would Ted Cruz look like if we could if someone looked like Ted Cruz?
Right.
What would Ted Cruz look like?
In tighty whities.
Yeah, with
and saran wrap.
Yes.
You know, it's one of those things that I think people
are curious about, right?
And they'd want to see. You know, would you want to? Is that something you'd want to do in the future? Is that something you think maybe the sooner the better?
I think real soon we should do it, because I do think that politically in this climate, it's important to show every candidate in every light. A lot of people have said, what would Ted Cruz look like?
In tighty whities.
In tighty whities with saran wrap around him and lipstick on. People have wondered what Ted Cruz would look like.
And lipstick
yes.
too? Oh, okay. Adrian, why don't you actually head down and grab some saran wrap?
And lipstick.
Maybe a little lipstick, too.
Red, ruby red, slut red.
Yeah.
Cocksucker red.
I don't No, I don't trust him.
Oh, you send him. You're the boss. You tell him what to do.
All right, send him in here.
Yeah, get him in here.
D-bag. Get D-bag in here.
Is that a real mustache he has?
It is the remnants.
It's got to go.
You don't like it?
Ted Cruz is a mustache.
That's a good point. Where's D-bag? Is he coming in?
I'm wearing headphones, and I could hear through the headphones him saying, "No!"
D-Bizzo, let me tell you something, D-Bag. Your stock is at an all-time high.
It certainly is.
You got the Nancy Grace video out there. You did an amazing job on it. You got all the news sites to pick up. Did you see Mediaite picked it up?
No, this is the first time I heard of it. So that's awesome.
That's a feather in your cap, huh?
Sure is.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And even crazier thing is, who knew that you bared a striking resemblance to Ted Cruz? Is that crazy or what?
Really? I mean, I wasn't aware of the resemblance at all until that 2 minutes ago.
Do you agree or disagree?
I've never noticed it.
Right.
But I trust Jim's judgment in that.
You can see it, can't you?
I can kind of see it, but the thing is, Ted Cruz doesn't dress like that. Ted Cruz wears tighty whities and cellophane.
Does he? I feel like I've never seen him. He's usually in like some sort of a suit.
No.
A tie, a collared shirt, a blazer, pants,
usually not.
dress shoes.
Usually not. Usually more. It's like he wears saran wrap with tighty whities.
Yeah, and lipstick. It's so bizarre. Slut red, cocksucker red.
Yeah, he puts on his dick sucker red lipstick.
Jim, I think you might be mistaking Ted Cruz with somebody else. I don't think I've ever seen.
No,
him
I think
that.
constantly. It's every fucking time I see him.
He wears fellatio red. That's his shade.
Yeah, it's called
Interesting.
CSR.
Yeah.
Maybelline makes it.
That's right. So I guess in order to test that out properly,
sure,
you know where to pick up cocksucker red lipstick, right?
You know, it might be hard to find.
Nah,
at
CVS
this
will have
hour
it.
of the day.
CVS will have it?
Yep.
Oh, good.
They'll have saran wrap. They'll have that, and they'll have a razor and a little and a
Wait a
little
minute.
shaving cream.
To kill myself after?
No, just to get rid of that little mustache. You don't need it. Ted doesn't have it. You shouldn't have it.
Here's some great news.
Sure.
Walgreens is right downstairs.
It is right downstairs.
It's in this building.
And
You
that
don't even
is
have to
great
go
news.
outdoors.
There you go. You won't even catch cold.
Yeah. You can get plastic wrap and get, a healthy amount and some lipstick.
Attaboy.
Does that sound good or does that sound good?
I just don't see what we're going to accomplish with this here.
No, I know, but that's why where the radio minds really work.
Right. You let Jim and I handle the heavy lifting. You got the easy part.
When you walk into that Walgreens, that guy's going to look at you.
What's your pleasure, young fella?
And then you tell him, I'd like some saran wrap, sir, and some cocksucker red lipstick, and a little bit of shaving cream and a razor to get rid of this abomination. And then you point at your little mustache.
You don't think my mustache is good?
I can't. It's allegedly a mustache. It's not really a mustache.
Hang on, if he says that, are there any female staffers that will help show where it is?
Yeah, they'll we'll go right into the aisle and point.
Come and get it.
You ready to go and get it, D-Bag?
Yep.
Yeah, right? You excited about this or what? Is this going to be great or is this going to be great?
I just don't get where this goes.
Here's the thing, though. D-Bag, you're lucky.
I'll tell you where it goes. To Walgreens. Right now, it is 10:02.
Yeah.
And while people are busy celebrating Fort Lauderdale tickets on sale, you should be down at Walgreens.
You're lucky, D-Bag. You don't have to worry about where it goes. All you have to do is wrap yourself up in some sexy cellophane, put on some of that fellatio lip-sucking lipstick, and you're good to go. Let Jim and I worry about where this goes.
Let the radio minds.
That's where the real pressure is.
The radio mines.
I mean, that's where the dread and anxiety kicks in. Us having to figure out where it goes. You get the luxurious part.
That's
you get
right.
to enjoy yourself.
He's got the easy part of just going down to Walgreens and grabbing some saran wrap, a razor, some shaving cream, and some cocksucker red lipstick, and then bopping back up here.
That's right. You excited about this, buddy? Buddy!
No.
Go for it, dude. You got this.
See you soon, pal.
All right, buddy. D-bag. 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 All right, buddy. Here's the thing. You're not going to get there like that, so go ahead.
That's right. No sloughing off on this radio show.
Get those feet a moving.
The radio minds have spoken.
D-bag, if I can make this any easier for you, you're not going to worm your way out of it, so might as well get those feet moving down the hall.
Yep, we already know what you need. You're going to get some saran wrap. You're going to get some shaving cream and a razor, and you're going to get some cocksucker red lipstick. You're going to bop back up in the elevator.
Can't help but notice you're just leaning on the chair. Go on, ease on down, ease on down.
That's right. Yep, none of this lollygagging.
Yeah. You got this. Adrian, why don't you make sure he sees himself out?
Yeah, how about this? Why don't you knock 3 times on the elevator button that says L? Head down.
And I see Troy Kwan. You know, it's amazing. The whole staff is coming together to help D-Bag out with this.
Is he unhappy about having to go downstairs?
He is unhappy about it. Look at him. Look at him sloughing. What's Troy saying?
Troy's making sure that he gets more than one roll of saran wrap.
Look at him. Look at him. Turn around, Jim. Look out the window. Look at the way he's walking
Oh, my
down.
God.
He is sulking down the hallway.
He's like a little E-Rock.
He is. He is. And if he didn't like...
D-Rock.
See, here's the thing. What'd you say?
D-Rock.
Yeah,
Oh,
D-Rock.
D-Rock. Yeah, he's D-Rock. There you go.
Here's the problem. Nobody wants to be E-Rock.
No. Not even E-Rock.
That's right. But one trick to doing it is don't respond to these things the exact same way E-Rock would.
Right.
Pouting about it, even though we all know you're going to do it.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
There's no if, no ands, or no buts.
I can't wait to see how it turns out.
I can't either. I'm curious. I've been wondering what Ted Cruz would look like.
In plastic wrap and cocksucker red lipstick?
Yeah. No mustache.
What are you got to go check on him, Adrian?
I want to make sure he's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, he has to go.
It seems like he took a stop.
He can't not go.
No. And by the way, D-Bag, if you're listening in the office right now and your strategy is, well, there's only an hour left in the show, I'm just going to take my time, I want you to know we will dedicate the program to you tomorrow if you try anything like that. Starting bright and early at 8 a.m., you will have the D-Bag show tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you try to pull any of this nonsense.
That's right. D-Rock.
Here's what you don't understand. Jim Norton and Sam Roberts is the no fuck around gang.
That's right.
We don't fuck around.
That's right. NFAG.
Ah. Is he still here?
He's just walking out now.
He's walking out,
cool.
though.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said? I said,
You heard what I said?
If he tries to fuck around and like waste the time because we only have an hour left.
Get back here like 10:48.
Right. He's free to do that. Tomorrow he will have the show dedicated to him.
Yeah, it won't be good.
Yeah, that's right. We'll have a D-Bag show.
I think it'll be worse with the guests that we're having in tomorrow.
Now, yeah, do you think Ari Shaffir would get a kick out of it at all?
Yeah, I think he would really enjoy that.
Do you think he'd have any ideas to contribute to it?
Yes, I do.
His brain doesn't work that way, does it?
Yeah, I think he would really enjoy that.
Oh, boy.
Maybe make him put a baked potato in the back of his underpants when we saran wrap him. A cold baked potato. This is nothing feels worse against your ass cheeks than a baked potato.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know then. We might have to just practice today and save the big show for Ari. I wouldn't want him to miss any of it.
I wouldn't either. And I think that beautiful singer would enjoy seeing him like that.
You think he should do it in front of Skylar Grey as well?
I do, indeed.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, speaking of creeps, did you see this YouTube video that was everywhere yesterday? Not ours.
Ours was? Apparently. There's like a little bit of a buzz.
No, there's a guy who made this creepy YouTube video. This YouTube video is a few years old.
I couldn't find the video. I clicked on this link.
The kidnapping guy?
It wasn't up.
So apparently...
It's like Justin Stengel. It looks like Justin. I thought.
Well, he acts like him, too.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Apparently, people, they've come forward, the police departments have come forward and said that this does not have to do with the missing girl. But, and it does come off as fake,
yeah.
But at the same time, it could just be creepy, you know what I mean?
They said it was made, the girl was 15, it was made a couple of weeks after she disappeared. Then I clicked on the link, it was no good. Can we see?
Yeah. So this is a video. So this happened in Wisconsin. A 15-year-old girl disappeared. She was going to the mall or something with her brother's friend. She never returned home. And this video surfaced yesterday that was reportedly filmed only a couple weeks after the disappearance. 2 months? Okay, so it's October.
It was posted 2 months after she disappeared.
Right, so she disappeared August 2009. This was posted October. It kind of flew under the radar. Yesterday it picked up a lot of steam because the case kind of went unsolved. And the girl who appears in this video briefly physically looks like her.
So let me ask you a question. The brother,
yes,
his friend takes the sister to the mall. Is the brother's friend not part of it? Like, he had nothing to do with it, or what happened?
I'm assuming not. I didn't read a breakdown of the case. I'm sure that he would have been questioned immediately, but apparently she was just yanked somewhere. I don't know. Wow. But the video is called Hi, Walter, It's Me, Patrick. And it was 2 months after she disappeared in Wausau, Wisconsin, after going for a ride with her brother's friend from Antigo to her boyfriend's house.
Oh, to the boyfriend's house. Why did I think mall? I'm so stupid.
I think I said mall, but I'll go with you on you being stupid.
Hey.
Whoa.
Hey.
You're not so smart now, are you?
You could have cut off the noise.
No.
Play the video.
Hi, Walter. I was at the mall today, and guess what happened?
That's right.
I met the most wonderful girl. We went shopping at JCPenney's, and she tried on a lot of clothes. And she ended up buying a whole lot of them, you know what I mean? And then we decided to go and take a look at some of the jewelry at K Jewelers, and she picked out this most awesome necklace, the most amazing necklace I've ever seen. And I know she wanted me to buy it for her because she kept on looking at me and kept on giving me that look. You know the look. And then we got kind of tired of the mall, and I brought her back to my place. And I know she hates cameras, Walter, but I'm going to show you her anyways. You ready?
Who thought that was real?
It went everywhere yesterday.
Who the fuck thought that was real? It's a silly video to Walter. God's gonna get you for that, Walter. Who the fuck thought that was real?
Everybody.
I guess they have to look at it and check it out, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's not even well acted.
No,
from the beginning. That's what I saw. I was like, I don't understand, especially the fact that, like, it's years later. Maybe because it's just, the girl in the video looks like the girl. That's true. But that's literally the only thing that draws it to the case. And it's weird that I don't understand why the video is disappearing from everywhere, because it's on this one website that we're going to. But every place else, they've taken the video down as if it's like a real thing. But I don't think anybody's under an assumption that this is actually like a kidnapping.
Yeah, who's
video.
the girl?
I don't know who the girl is. I don't know who the guy is, and they didn't say.
Oh, that's
the girl who got yanked. Yeah,
Kayla Berg.
She was on last seen in the McDonald's. So the boyfriend's friend gave her a ride, or the brother's whatever.
Yeah, to her boyfriend's house.
Oh, that's terrible. What the fuck? That's got to be the worst, man, for parent. Your fucking kid just vanishes.
Right, because there's always something, like there's no closure.
She vanished without a trace.
It says this was yesterday. They posted this. The police department has been investigating the Hi Walter, It's Patrick video. I have a new girlfriend video that was on YouTube.
Has no connection.
Yeah, with the help of other law enforcement agency, has been able to identify the video as 100% fake, and was a video that was produced to be placed on YouTube. Yeah, of course.
Wow, the poor girl. A friend dropped her off at her boyfriend's house. She's not been seen since. Wow. How did she vanish one day?
She probably got kidnapped or ran away with somebody.
Yeah, but the boyfriend's obviously been questioned.
Mm-hmm.
So what, did she ever make it to his house, or did she walk home from his house? I don't know anything about this case. It's fascinating to me.
Yeah, look, at least the video is bringing the case back up, so people are going to get interested in it again. They'll put together some documentary or something, and maybe they'll actually be able to figure something out. It's never a bad thing when people are talking about it again. But I would love to know, what was the motivation behind the fucking creep who did the fake one on YouTube?
Oh, I was just fucking with one of his dumb friends. She had dropped off between 9 and 11. The buddy dropped her off. He said it looked like no one was home as the lights were off, and he never saw her go inside. He says he left and had nothing to do with her disappearance.
And obviously he's been questioned and questioned and questioned.
I mean, that's really fucking fishy.
Yeah.
But the home was abandoned. CNN said it had been condemned and was undergoing renovations. So he dropped her off at an abandoned house.
Maybe she was trying to meet her boyfriend at the abandoned house. I mean, they're 15. Like, it's not...
Oh, right, okay.
You know what I mean? They're trying to bump uglies.
And maybe there was somebody in there who was getting high or whatever and saw this young girl walk in.
Yeah. But you would have thought if they killed her or something that they would have found a body somewhere.
Or if there was a struggle in there, they would have seen some sort of, like, fucking hair or whatever.
Yeah. Because if the guy who dropped her off was lying, I guess he says an abandoned house because nobody can vouch for it and that's okay. But it's, like, very suspicious to be like, I dropped her off in front of this abandoned house with no lights on and then I just left. Like, if you were actually guilty of something that you wanted to cover up, you'd probably cover it up better than that.
He's 24, though.
Meaning he's stupid? Meaning
that when you're in the moment, if something happens and gets carried away and gets crazy, you're not thinking. You just give that's the first answer you give.
Yeah.
And again, it may be true. I mean, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, yeah.
Dwayne Reed had no saran wrap. He's going to another.
He's pulling tricks.
He did send me a photo of the empty shelf.
Oh, empty shelf. Yeah, apparently everybody's stealing the radio bit.
You think that's what happened?
Yep.
All the other radio stations in the Big Apple
absolutely
heard that this was going on?
I bet you Ted Cruz had his people buy up all the saran wrap so no one can see what he would look like. His underpants. How about that cocksucker red lipstick? Did he get that?
Yeah, what about, did they have cocksucker red lipstick left? They should have.
Make sure that piece of shit got his cocksucker red lipstick.
But yeah, this video, like, and that's the thing. I mean, most of the people that looked at this video are just going to live in the assumption that it's real. Because that's what happens. You watch the video, you think it's real, and then you forget about it. And then for the rest of your life, you're just like, oh yeah, that kidnapper video. That was the real shit.
The boyfriend said he never saw her that night. Wow, it's so fucking awful. Just this, I told you the one that really haunts me is I think it was in Boston or something like that, where the girl goes to, like, she was going to meet friends or she was going to check out some college in New Hampshire. And again, I'm probably messing up the locations. And she had a single car accident on the road.
Mm-hmm.
She drove off the road and she hit a tree. But apparently it wasn't a serious accident. But she might have called for help, or she hadn't called for help, but she just disappeared. She was never seen again. And her father, I saw this guy interviewed, goes up there and he just paces in that area, like just hoping. Like, it's so crazy to not know what happened.
Well, yeah, because there's no closure, and it's like, even if you think, well, she's probably dead by now, you're never going to stop looking.
And people have been found alive after 8 years.
Yeah.
So you don't want to think of it.
Cleveland house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleveland house, the girl whose father had her downstairs,
yep.
that creep.
Yeah.
Colleen Stan.
Yeah.
From California. They made a book about her, I forget, called The Perfect Victim. That was the most haunting I've ever read.
What was that one?
Where this guy Cameron and his wife, whose names I don't remember, kidnapped this hitchhiker. And they had her living, they hollowed out it was like a bed with a frame or something, and they had her in a coffin-like thing under their bed for years.
What? Did they feed her? Like, did she stay there 24 hours?
Did they feed her? What, in years? Yes.
How did they feed her?
I guess they took her out and put her food in her mouth. I don't know. You're asking silly questions.
That's not silly. If she's stuck in a coffin under their bed,
well, they pulled her out. I mean, did they feed her?
So why wouldn't she just get out of the coffin then? So she wasn't stuck in the coffin.
Well, she was tied up or whatever. She was tied up. Yeah, Colleen Stan. Oh, yeah, Cameron and Janice Hooker, which is such a great name. 7784. Her experience was described as unparalleled in FBI history. The claustrophobia I have felt while thinking about this case. She was trying to attend a friend's birthday party, and she accepted a ride from the couple. And it was a really weird thing. They had her sign this.
She was hitchhiking.
Yeah. They had her sign a slavery contract. Like, she literally believed. They brainwashed her so badly that she believed she was part of a white slavery ring. And again, they broke her down over years. And again, they had her under the, she was subsequently locked in a wooden head box, which was designed to prevent light, sound, and fresh air from entering. They had reached an agreement that could capture a slave to take Janice's place. Up to that time, Cameron had been using Janice to act out sexual bondage. No sex between there was to be no sex. On the first night of her kidnapping, she was strung up by her hands and attacked by Cameron, being left blindfolded and suspended while the pair had sex. So whatever, they kept her locked in a box 23 hours a day until she was given a head box, tortured and kept locked, given a contract and forced to sign herself into slavery. And she was being watched by a large, powerful organization called the Company. She came to believe this. She
just got brainwashed into thinking that even when she got out for her 1 hour a day, she never would have tried to escape.
The book is called The Perfect Victim, and she was eventually allowed to go visit her family. And she came back to these people. She was eventually allowed to get a job.
Wow.
They fucked her up really badly. But the claustrophobia, like there was one time where they went on vacation, and it was so hot in the coffin box that she kicked the front board out and was able to escape. And she didn't run away. She waited for them to come home from vacation. But she was like going to suffocate him.
Because she just wanted the air.
And at one point they had allowed her, because I think they trusted her, they had allowed to chain her into the bathroom so she could sleep in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And then their kids saw her and questioned it, so they put her back in the box.
Their kids?
Yeah, they had kids.
So their kids didn't know this was all going on the whole time?
I believe they did not. 23 hours a day they kept her in that box, under the bed, in a head box.
What's a head box?
Well, just a box that would not allow light to come in.
Oh, I see.
How claustrophobic is that? Jesus Christ. To avoid punishment, she tried to comply with his commandments. They allowed her to go out, jog, work in the yard, and care for the family's children alone in the mobile home. In a mobile home.
Yep, so she was in like a trailer.
She had an open door, neighbors, and a telephone. She made no attempt to escape. She was so afraid of the Company. She was allowed to visit her family by herself, though she became involved in a cult because of her homemade clothes, lack of money. And they didn't want to pressure her when she went home because they were afraid that then she would leave forever. So the next day she returned with the woman as her boyfriend. With him. Oh, my God. The next day, she came back with Cameron Hooker as her boyfriend, and her family, explained by Stan as a trial of being due to her happiness by visiting them, took a photograph of the pair happily smiling together. She returned with this guy.
And the parents did it.
The parents took a picture.
Took the photo.
Thinking that she was in a cult and this was her boyfriend.
That has to drive you insane.
And
forever.
that she would leave forever if they pressured her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's go to Chris.
He was
ahead.
afraid. He had given his slave too much freedom, and then he took her back to the mobile home where he locked her in the wooden box under the waterbed. She remained in the box 23 hours a day for the next 3 years.
3 years?
After that, after she had tasted freedom, I'm breathing heavy, man. Bodily functions were dealt with by her using a bedpan, which she hooked under herself with her feet. It was stated in court that her children were told that her K would go home at night. After they'd gone to bed, he took her out of the box to feed and torture her. She was reportedly not allowed to make any noise and had to lie still 23 hours a day at the time in the dark with few air to breathe. In the summer, conditions were especially harsh. The temperature would get to over 100 degrees in her box. And to feed herself, she ate cold scraps of food. It's like, after
she just gotten the fuck out of there.
She was afraid her family would be killed by the Company. Doesn't that make you like having a hard time breathing? Like my nose is all stuffy as always.
My nose is fine.
I know.
If somebody was like, "Oh, the Company's going to get you," I'd be like, "They're not. I'm going to go home now."
Yeah, because you'd be thinking Sirius XM.
Let's go to Chris in Indiana. Chris,
1022. Not only are tickets on sale for November 18th through the 20th in Fort Lauderdale, but Derek is not back.
Ooh, boy.
More importantly.
Boy. Morning, Chris.
Morning.
Why, did he die?
Morning, Harambe.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Jimmy, you're talking about the Maura Murray case up in Massachusetts?
Is that the one? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
the
really
first
haunting.
one.
Yeah, I know a little bit about it because I listen to a lot of podcasts. And they had a really good one about this. If you want to listen to the podcast, it's called True Crime Garage. Basically, what I understand from listening to it, she went missing. A lot of people believe that she went on the run because she was going to be expelled from school. She got busted for a DUI 2 days beforehand.
Yes, right.
Also, she did. She said she had made a phone call.
This, by the way, this is the case we're talking about now is the first case with the fake YouTube video, not the case from the 70s.
No, we're not talking about the YouTube video either. This is another video.
Well, this is something totally different thing.
Third. There's the YouTube case in Wisconsin. This case, which haunted me from Massachusetts, and Colleen Stan was California.
Why did this case haunt you?
Because the idea, I've read transcripts of the dad talking, or I've seen him interviewed.
This is the one where he paced?
He went back to the spot, and he wants to find out. He needs closure so badly. It's just so fucking sad, man.
Right.
Anyway,
Kevin.
They said she made a phone call from the area, but the gentleman that ran into her said cell phones don't work in that area. Cell phones never worked in that area, so how could she have called for help? A lot of people believe that she was later picked up by one of her friends because when they did an aerial search, they couldn't find any footprints. It was the middle of February, fresh snowfall. They believe that she was taken up to Canada. Her father had gone. It goes up every year to look, but the local state that he goes up there and just basically hangs out in a bar. Now, of course, this is all alleged, and this is what True Crime Garage was talking about. So you take it as a grain of salt, but it's a really good podcast. They cover a lot of different true crime stuff, and it's pretty good things.
She was 21, though, when she disappeared. What's the motive of staying gone for so long?
Well, I mean, once you disappear, especially if you're a slightly damaged person that would disappear anyway, it becomes difficult to just reappear. Hey, I was on the lam. I was hiding. I'm back though. Everybody cool? I mean, the reason that you run away is to fully change your identity, one would assume.
I don't know, man.
So I would think that you get in too deep.
Yeah.
Is
that Colleen Stan that you just tweeted? Yeah. She's married now with kids or whatever. I'd love to interview her.
What would you talk to her about?
Probably Trump. No, I'd love to ask her about just, the experience. I mean, whatever she wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
It's such a fucking horror. It's everybody's worst. I wonder, do you sleep well? I would add, weird things. Do you sleep
there
a
she
certain
is with
way
her
now?
kidnapper.
Yeah.
Smiling.
What a creep. What a
Man,
fucking
oh, man.
creep. But they look happy together like a couple.
Yeah, no, there's no way you sleep well. You got a box on your head.
No, I mean now.
Oh.
How do you adjust? How do you not get claustrophobic and panic? I panic sometimes. I have to sit up and breathe. How do you?
Well, it probably takes it's not like you. It's not like, having, not being able to breathe while you sleep. It's actually having a box over your head. I would imagine, though, PTSD, and then hopefully you get to get past it.
Look at the box.
That's the box that her head was in.
Oh, my God. It's there's an investigator with, Donnie Brasco glasses opening it.
Yeah.
And it locks. And it's got foam around where the neck would go, and that looks like a heavy box. No fucking light or anything gets in there.
Oh, no.
A minimal amount of air. Holy shit.
Oh, no.
This guy, how is this guy not just shot? And by the way, all talk about jail justice. How do they not cut this guy's throat in jail? How does somebody not fucking slice his throat?
Maybe he knows the right people.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right.
You got to know the right people.
Yeah, you might. Right.
When you get in the big house, it's all about who you know.
How far better it is to strike a match than curse the darkness.
Do we have an update from D-Bag? Oh, boy.
He's fucking around.
He's trying to kill clock.
He is trying to kill clock right now.
Yeah.
He's trying to run this thing out.
See where he is.
Yeah.
The last text I sent to him was, oh no, he responded.
Uh-huh.
I said, what about the cocksucker red lipstick? And he said, none of them are labeled cocksucker red.
Well, he knows what cocksucker red lipstick is.
Of course he does. Any lipstick that's red on him.
Right.
He's being cute.
We're gonna make him put his lipstick on like Steve Buscemi and Billy Madison.
I didn't see that movie, but I like what you're saying.
You should check it out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy.
I should check it out.
Check it out.
It's Angel Salzer.
Oh, boy. He's going to be in trouble if he tries to run. If he's just trying to run the clock out.
You think he is?
I think he is trying to run the clock out.
Travis, comment?
Absolutely.
As somebody who's
He's
been
thinking that you're going to forget about it tomorrow.
Yeah, the Tef box, there's always a logical...
Let's go to the Tef box for comments.
Tef box for logical commentary.
Yeah, I just did it.
Oh.
Yeah, but you didn't let us set it up.
Yeah, we didn't call it the Tef box.
Hold on, let me do this Tef box. We need... I go on the Tef box for some logical commentary.
I really... put a strong emphasis on
Let's go to the Tef board, Mo!
That was better.
Ugh. You don't like that one?
Gross.
No, it's terrible. No,
That's
I like
gross.
Sam's Guts reference better.
All right, Tef box, go.
As somebody who has been in the position before where you got to do...
We're looking at somebody on their hands and knees. Their asshole up in the air.
As somebody who's been in the position where you got to do awful stuff for the show...
Yeah.
I definitely know the feeling of wondering if you can run the clock out or not.
Yeah.
Have you ever wanted to do that?
They'll be busy tomorrow. They won't.
Yeah.
They'll forget about it.
Yeah, like I would love when
We've
you
all
guys
been there.
when you guys would be. It'd be like if you're ending the show at 11, it'd be like 10:45. You'd be like, yeah, let's do this, and you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, well, totally, we should do it today. We should because you know the clock's gonna run out.
Did we ever forget?
I can't.
I think Opie would always remember stuff like that, right?
He would.
Opie.
Here's the problem. I would think that you guys forgot, and then sometimes it would be 2 or 3 days later.
Oh.
And then it would just come up, and it'd be like, fuck!
Like when you...
We have an update from D. Bizzle.
Okay, he just texted me and said, I'm here. Okay, you know what? Let's close the curtain, get our dicks out, and punish this boy.
That's right, that's right. For what? Putting out a great video.
I want to know what Ted Cruz looks like with saran wrap on his face while me and Sam cockwhip his cheeks. We've changed the gag.
We're going to do that. We should take a quick break.
Yeah, let's take a little break and reset.
And we'll be back with D-Bag looking like Ted Cruz in plastic wrap.
And you can get tickets for me in Philly and me in Fort Lauderdale if you wish.
What do you think, Adrian?
Keep plugging.
I was just talking to Troy in the hallway. We think he's trying to run.
He's trying to run the clock out?
He said, I'm here. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
What?
There he is.
And he's closing the curtain.
Yeah, he is.
Hot.
Oh, yeah.
Hot stuff.
Someone's a little excited.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
When we get back...
You should shave while we're in break.
Shave that stash while we're in break.
Okay.
And then we're going to strip a boy down.
That's right.
Stay tuned to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
It's Red by Taylor Swift. For the lipstick that Derek's about to put on his face.
Oh, very nice.
We're back.
Hold on. Don't get shaving cream up your little nose.
Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
There you go. Sweet boy's blowing his nose.
D-Bag is back here. D-Bag, tell the truth. Were you trying to run out the clock a little bit? Tell the truth a little bit.
No, the first place I went to didn't have any saran wrap.
Little bit.
No.
All right.
And then there was a big line, and I actually went upstairs and paid at the pharmacy to avoid the big line because I was thinking they're going to think I was trying to run out the clock.
You get stuff on your chin.
Now, during the commercial break, this wasn't a necessary thing for me, but Jim thought it important. Adrian shaved Derek. Now, I don't know.
Ted Cruz has a mustache.
I don't know why Adrian had to shave him.
Why wouldn't he?
Derek could have shaved himself.
Yeah, I was capable.
But Adrian said, okay, I'll shave you. And you said, okay, sounds good.
You ever have a man shave you? It's nice.
Is it you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. No, I never...
Get a man to shave you? Man's hands right under your nose?
I've never had another man shave me, no.
Yeah, well, you should.
No.
You should try it.
So, how are we going to do this here? We need... The mission here... So, the first thing that happened was... We watched True Life, I'm a FinDom, Financial Dominatrix.
Who's he?
And we realized, you are stupid. How about this?
Yeah,
Focus.
You mad we left the S off?
Yeah.
Oh, she. I get it.
Yeah. Focus, okay? Reading the screen. Who's he?
Exactly. It's you.
You are Rachel Maddow. So.
Damn.
So. We saw this thing where, like, this guy wanted to worship his FinDom while covered in plastic wrap. He was wrapped, from head to toe in plastic wrap. And it made us realize that was also something that our own D-Bag really enjoyed.
Enjoys being wrapped up in plastic.
Right.
Inaccurate.
Saran wrap.
We also then found out today that D-Bag looks like... What politician would you say he looks like, Jim?
Ted Cruz.
And what is... in his casual life, Ted Cruz's outfit of choice?
He normally wears kind of very plain underpants, and he likes to be wrapped up in saran wrap with cocksucker red lipstick on.
Now, I see we have the saran wrap. What else? We seem to be... Okay, Derek, what shade is that?
Cocksucker red, I believe.
Okay. All right, that's good.
If I had to guess.
Yeah,
the label didn't say it, but from what I took...
From what you could surmise.
Yeah.
Right. Based on your experiences, that's cocksucker red.
It was an educated guess.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll
An
bet it
inference.
was. I'll bet. Very educated. So I get... What should we put the lipstick on first, or...
No, I think strip them down, then Troy wraps them up with some saran wrap.
Okay, that's
and then when
fair.
everybody's got a nice turgid rod, then we put the lipstick on her.
All right, that sounds good, right, D-Bag? Doesn't that sound good?
Fantastic.
You look very, very upset about this.
Well, I'm
What do you think?
What?
What's going on in your head right now?
I'm not happy about it.
Okay.
But it seems to be like the necessary evil. So,
yeah.
Let's do it, I guess.
Right. You know, I mean... Everybody.
I was hoping there'd be some boobs in my face for this, but I guess we just eliminated the boob factor, right?
You got boobs.
Yeah, well, that's
Troy pointed out.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well,
Troy,
I don't know if you have boobs or not. There's only one way to find out, to tell you the truth.
how would you find out?
Take it off.
I mean,
Woo! Let's
Down
get
to
rid
your
of that shirt.
underpants.
That's right. Like Daddy's going to give you a physical.
That's right.
Take it off.
Get down to your underpants.
It'll be cool, buddy.
Yeah, you're not
It'll
in
be
worse.
cool.
You're not in
It'll-
worse shape than E-Rock, and he's been naked in the studio.
He has. I've seen penis in the studio. You're lucky.
Can we not tweet an image until my breasts are saran wrapped, please? Because I prefer to not.
That's fair.
reasonable. Is that
That's
reasonable?
That's reasonable.
Although there's a lot of humiliating photos of all of us going.
I mean, that's also true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
There's at least 20 of me today.
Yeah, and more.
Yeah, but you're a debonair man about town. It's different.
Troy looks like he's stripping down too. Are you trying to make D-Bag feel more comfortable?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like we're all just gonna
together.
cool off a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's all good, D-Bag. He's taking his glasses off.
Wow.
Okay.
That shirt.
Look at that. The Descendants, huh?
By the way, I have amazing news.
What's the amazing news?
Right now, I'm tweeting out a brand new moment of theft.
What's the moment of theft?
I know.
What's the moment of theft?
I'm not going to ruin it for everyone.
Yeah.
But I know exactly what it is.
What is it?
It's just a brand new moment of theft.
Oh, I would love to know.
You'll see it. Go ahead, do what you do. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing.
All right. Well, while he's doing that, D-Bag, take it off. Spring break. Yeah. That's not so bad. I thought the torso would be worse.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay. What kind of tattoo is that over there?
It's a faux family crest.
I bet your family's very, very proud of it on
Yeah,
display.
you know, my
right
father,
here.
hopefully he's listening, you know,
See if
thinking
family
about that
crest.
master's degree, you know.
Oh, all right, that's fine.
All right. We've got some stretch marks on the belly area.
The thing is, I gained some weight, but my torso wasn't fit to hold all of the matter.
I see.
So I guess what happens is it expands.
10 pounds
And
of shit in a 5-pound bag. I understand.
Yeah.
I get the
It's a
same
more
body.
succinct way to put it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you know
I'm
what
the
you
same
do.
body type you are.
Yeah. And I see that there's a little kind of shake to it, and don't you worry about that. I got some shake to myself, okay?
It's a bit asymmetrical
Sure, but it's
as
between
well.
your ears.
There's a button for you.
That's not the button I should have hit.
What was the button you should have hit?
This guy's a riot.
That's the reverse car crash. Oh man, you know what the real problem is? It's making your love handles look bigger than they actually are.
Yeah.
Is the pants?
Yep.
Yeah, the pants are too tight, man.
The pants aren't helping.
No,
Absolutely
pants to
no.
make her dance.
Gotta take
Let's
him
get
down.
Let's get him down. Get that belt done.
This is the worst.
No,
Come on. Stop tucking your penis.
Adjust it. Tuck it back. Don't worry.
I'm fluffing, yeah.
Yeah, it's not
You don't have
there.
to fluff. Doesn't matter.
I'm all nervous. I got
You're
like
jerking
fucking...
off.
Nervous, but you're not supposed to have a heart on. You're in a room
I
full
got
of guys about
I'm
to be
shrunk
saran
up
wrapped.
like fucking Seinfeld.
Oh, come on. You look good.
There it is. You're jerking off now. What are you doing?
Stop flogging
Why
your
are you
penis.
doing that?
He's flogging his wiener.
He's shaking his dick around.
Stop flogging your wiener.
Got it.
Why are you doing that? You want to bulge in your underwear to impress us all?
Yeah.
Carry on.
But why were you doing that? Why were you shaking your dick
He
around?
knows this is going to be videotaped
Because
and
I'm all
photographed.
nervous
Yeah,
and
he wants his
shrunken up
penis. He wants
and-
his penis to look good.
It's okay.
Understandable.
It's not going
It doesn't have to look good. All right, so who do you want to rap you? Like, who do you want to worship while they rap you? Troy or Adrian? Who would you prefer a rapping
Teft.
from? Or Teft.
Teft, probably, yeah.
What?
That's so weird.
Just because I saw him shaking his head in the booth in disapproval.
Trust me, I don't care.
Does that freak you out a little bit, Travis?
No, it's just weird.
It's weird, right?
They had a definite answer.
Like he didn't hesitate.
It's not that he doesn't want to wrap you up. It's that he doesn't want you to want him to wrap you up.
I don't want anyone to do it, but you're telling me to make a choice.
Well, the thing is, with Teft, it was like you had been waiting for years for someone to say, would you like Travis to wrap you in a clear plastic?
Yeah,
it sounded lustful the way I responded to it.
It couldn't have been a quicker response.
You're like, I'll come in if you want me to, but...
Is that who you want? You want Teft? You want a Teft?
Who would you prefer?
Who would I... No.
I think
who would I prefer? Cameron Hooker.
Don't know who that is.
Nice wooden mask to wear, too. I mean,
Troy and Adrian are here, so if that makes it easier.
Look, you tell me who you want to do it. One person is going to rap you. This is a sexual thing for you. One person is going to rap you. I feel like I would pick Troy. He's the man whose arms I would feel most comfortable
All right,
in.
let's go Troy then.
Okay, smart.
Yeah, because Travis is a sensation.
Right.
But he has really girly arms.
So what we're going to do, we don't... Stop fucking pulling your
I'm
dick.
like fucking uncomfortable.
Stop floofing.
When you get uncomfortable, do you play with yourself?
No, I'm just...
Stop
It's gonna be all
floofing.
over everything in here.
We're going to wrap you up in cellophane anyway.
Stop floofing.
Now, we're not going to wrap his arms to his sides, are we?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what they did in the video.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then you should. Of course, you
We're
don't.
starting low, though.
Why are we starting low?
Because I don't want you, like, fucking pulling my pants down.
No one's going to pull your pants down.
No one's pulling your pants
I
down.
didn't even think about it.
No. Nobody wants to pull your trousers down and see
Now,
your penis.
are you going to wrap his legs up together too?
Well, I think we should start all this, and then we'll get the legs last.
But it's going to be like the legs in one wrap, not individually.
Right, yes.
Like a mummy.
Mummy.
Yeah.
Mummified.
But you're no covering the mouth or nose.
Yeah, no face.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. And I'll tell you why no face. You got to leave room to get that cocksucker red lipstick on. That's right.
Cool.
Here we go.
Legs straight. Come here. Come on.
Okay.
Don't be a sweetie pie.
Okay.
Hold it.
Oh, let's look at you hear what Derek just said?
All right.
Come and get it.
There it is. Derek is being all wrapped up in plastic wrap. You doing it nice and tight there, Troy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
It looks silly.
Derek, maybe if you could say things like, thank you, Daddy, or I worship you, or things like that.
Can't
like,
get around you if you stand right there.
Worship Troy a little bit. Worship
Yes,
Troy.
verbally worship Troy.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Wrap
yes.
it more.
It's good.
Yes, I love this saran wrap around me.
Good.
Don't be sarcastic, though. Worship.
Yeah.
Please.
Worship.
There's a handsome, in-shape DJ wrapping you up in red sneakers.
And
You gotta
Troy,
love that.
You want to be worshipped, right?
Of course.
All right, use some of those improv skills you got, D-Bag. Worship Troy a little bit.
Troy, you have long flowing locks of hair.
Okay, keep going. Worship. Not just compliment, worship.
I don't know worship vocab.
Well, you
worship
know what
him.
Derek's thinking.
What's he thinking?
How long will it last?
Oh, this is good. This is good. Okay, he's now going back. He's doing the second layer on the torso now.
Yep.
The arms are as fixed to his body.
It's a weird feeling.
Yeah, you like
Yeah,
it.
a little sticky.
Is it sticky?
I'm sweating. I'm sweating a little profusely.
Are you
sweating?
nerves.
Are you a
little
sweater?
Sweaty.
Adrian, put some of the shots on Twitter. You're in cellophane now. We don't have a show Snapchat account yet, but I'll Snapchat from mine.
Okay,
which I think
now
is
that he's
not Sam Roberts.
all tied up, bring him in.
Okay. Okay. And you're putting this on Twitter, Adrian?
Yeah.
At Jim and Sam Show on Twitter and Facebook. D-Bag, is this better or worse than you thought it would be? A little better?
Not so bad.
Not so bad, right? It's kind of nice, isn't it?
Sam, I got a good line. Say Adrian again.
Hey, Adrian.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Rocky?
That wasn't a good line, dude. That wasn't. Okay, now I see, D-Bag, you have strategically...
Covered your cock.
Yes, you're trying to have your hands wrapped.
Sure.
It would appear that D-Bag is trying to have his hands wrapped in front of his penis.
Here's the thing. Derek likes to touch his penis.
He does.
And he touches it a lot, so he figures this is a great excuse to touch my dick at work.
Right. You like this, D-Bag? You ever think you'd have as much dick touching time at work?
No, I also like that the curtain is left slightly ajar, so the construction workers walking by just took a peek.
Well, there's no nudity. We can open up the curtain.
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
I'd prefer if we didn't.
Wait, you can. He's not naked.
He's not naked. Yeah,
You're
Jim,
right.
you want to? Okay, Jim's going to go open up the curtains. That's good. That's good.
You want me to help you when we rotate with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We got a system down.
Jimbo's outside. You see, everybody contributes here on the show. Jimbo's outside opening up the curtains so Sirius XM can see what's going on as D-Bag circles around.
I've never seen Jim even touch those curtains.
Well, he's never had to before. He got a little confused because there's underpants here.
Yeah.
That's perfect, yeah. There's no reason to feel claustrophobic if there's no nudity.
Yeah.
Oh, this is tight.
Is that a little tight?
There's friction.
You know what's
and it
interesting?
gets hot in here real quick.
You know what's interesting? The reason that I suggested Troy was because I had no doubt in my mind that Troy would wrap you far tighter than Adrian or Travis.
You know, it's funny. We got the Nancy Grace video, just so people are just more aware of the show now.
Yeah.
And this is the bit we give them.
Right. This is what we're thinking.
And you think that's good, Jim? Or
No, I don't.
Yeah, no, we might have blundered a little bit.
Do you think we blundered?
We've blundered, yeah.
You think we dropped the ball?
We did. I don't know if this will be our next viral hit.
No, this is not a good one.
Yeah.
Not a good follow-up.
Maybe we'll just try to get some more juice out of the Nancy Grace video for
we used
now.
to play cherry darts. Now we're just wrapping up a guy.
Yeah.
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 It's tight in here.
That's okay.
What are you doing?
Oh, Jim, did you fart?
Yes, I did.
Oh, well, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, exactly. You can't even
You're
fan
naked,
it away from
wrapped
you.
up in cellophane. All right. I think he's pretty much wrapped, right?
Finish the roll.
Oh, okay. No, you're right.
What about his little? He's got good legs, good calves.
Troy told me to get 3 rolls, so I got 600 feet. I don't think we needed 600.
No, I don't think so.
It's better safe than sorry. Troy did the right thing. You're concentrating a lot on the torso, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just touched his butt. A little spanking. Now the legs, and then we're done.
How you feeling?
Interesting.
Interesting?
Yeah, I've never felt this way before.
You know, if you fell over, we could just roll you around for a while.
We should roll him down in Greenstein's office like that.
We should. Now, here's the only problem.
Thank you.
Here's the only problem. Troy, you're not done yet.
Do you want more? Oh, the
legs.
Oh, the legs.
Does he need more on the legs, or
no?
Should we apply the lipstick?
Maybe the lipstick.
Okay, Troy, why don't you just go for the lipstick? Why don't you just go for the cosmetics? Cool. There it is. We're gonna.
Oh, if you move, it gets tighter.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's the trick. It's like a snake.
Yeah, tuck that in, Adrian. Tuck that in nice
like a
and
snake.
tight.
Oh, yeah, if you try to wiggle and get a little insulation.
Okay, we're now applying the cocksucker red lipstick. Let me see, because I don't see what Jim sees. All right, let's. Yeah, go ahead. You gotta pucker your lips a little bit there, D-bag.
Sexy.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. There you go. He's getting the red lipstick on now. There it is. There it is. Don't get any on the teeth now, Troy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow. You're actually Troy's very, very good at this.
Sure. So's Derek. He purses his lips right up.
He does.
This kid's good.
God, let me tell you something. I think Derek could get it.
Yeah.
You know?
This is what we present people with when they're finally looking at the show.
That's it.
A big blunder on our part.
Now, Adrian, take a photo of him for the Twitter page. D-Bag, if you could pose, please, for the Twitter page. No, it's got to be a long shot. You got to see that he's wrapped up in. You got to see Troy's handiwork. There's Shuli outside trying to figure out what exactly is going on in here.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't worry. You're literally missing nothing. And I guess the real question is, do we have any plans on the exit strategy for the plastic wrap?
I mean, I'd imagine that you guys wouldn't be too helpful with that. That's what I thought.
Troy, you don't have any idea how to get him out of that, do you?
I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I have no idea.
Yeah, so me neither.
I'm not that far.
Me neither, unfortunately. So I guess we'll just sit up in that chair. Sit up in that chair, D-Bag.
I don't know if that's...
Help him, Troy. Help him. Pick him up. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's perfect.
That looks weird.
It feels weird.
You know why? Because it looks like you're wearing a mini skirt with like long sleeves, like one of those short dress things.
Hold on, face this way.
Yeah, turn around, D-Bag. Turn around.
Oh, come on.
You're looking business casual right now. You're looking very
Towards
business
me.
casual. Turn towards Jim.
I'm not going to do it the picture.
Nobody can see your dick.
Jim's going to save this.
Save it. Of course
No,
he's gonna
I
save
delete
it.
immediately when I take a picture. Of course I'm going to save it.
Yeah, it's in the cloud, bro. The whole world's got it now. Let's see that. Let me Snapchat a little of this, too. Look at you, D-Bag. Is that cool or what? You're on Snapchat. Is that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad we did this. I'm glad we did this. And this was a little segment called Getting to Know Derek. And
it was fun.
People have gotten to know Derek a little bit. And can I tell you something, Jim? I doubted you before. You're right. It does look like Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz if he was in saran wrap and lipstick.
Right. He doesn't wear that stuff.
I don't know.
I don't think he does. In hindsight. We should...
Maybe not.
We should.
How are you?
See,
How you doing?
Oh, now this guy's outside looking in. They're horrified.
Well, yeah,
blowing him kisses.
they're on a tour.
Oh, is that what it
are
is?
they?
I blew him kisses and told him to come in, and
they're
looked at me
horrified.
strangely.
They are horrified. Well, that's one of the executive's assistants.
Oh, is it really?
Right. Just kind of showing...
Who, the guy or the woman?
The woman.
Who is she?
Is that an executive?
No, that's not an executive.
Oh, okay.
Why would she give an executive a tour?
Oh.
I don't know.
But you see, they're just looking in here giggling at D-Bag because he's wrapped up in
They're
plastic
probably like,
wrap.
who's that ass in there all wrapped up?
Oh, right. And you know what they're going? The guy's like, what color lip? Is he wearing lipstick? And the girl's like, yeah, it's cocksucker red. Well, D-Bag, thank you. You're going to need to get out of that quickly because you got some video to edit.
Back to work. Get back to work.
Back to work.
Back to work.
As a matter of fact, actually, D-Bag, Travis's mic isn't working. Can you go walk around and make sure that...
I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything that Travis can.
Go ready. Troy,
Travis is an experienced producer.
Troy, could you open the door?
No.
I want to know if Travis is going to be ready to end the show. So, D-Bag, you need to go ask him.
Nope.
Yes?
No, because then he's not going to let me in, and then I'm going to be locked out in the hallway.
No, you won't be. We're going to leave the door open.
I didn't even actually occur to me.
It's a great idea. I didn't even think about it.
I have to tell you something, D-Bag. Please understand that your instincts for how this goes, have they ever been right in the past?
No.
So they're not going to be right.
I submit they have not been correct.
Yes. You're the same guy who came in here in a Ken Bone outfit thinking we wouldn't talk to you as if you're Ken Bone.
And by the way, I think here's what he's covering his penis for. It's the erection.
He's erect.
He's all of a sudden like this.
Well, Adrian's a fan of the sack tap, so I knew that if I was saran wrapped, that would be a dangerous thing if I didn't cover it. So.
I think it's because you've been fetishized.
Okay.
Please
that
walk
works.
around and ask Travis if he's going to be ready to end the show, and then walk back here and let us know.
What's the sack tap?
It's just a quick little tap.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. So please ask Travis. I need to know now. I mean, we're running out of time.
Oh, come on.
I need to know, D-Bag. It's a timely business.
You're good.
What if I just mouthed it to him through the glass?
Well, I can't see what he's doing.
Yeah, and Travis,
the mic doesn't
not
work.
Bright.
Come on, you.
Travis, your mic doesn't work, correct? You could just say into the mic?
No, it does not.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to block the door from being open.
D-Bag, please. Post haste, D-Bag. He's in the
Travis is blocking the door.
He's in the hall. The construction workers are really looking at him crooked.
Yeah, they should whistling at him.
There's his coworkers all. You think his coworkers just don't take him seriously?
No, I don't.
See, if he were smart, he would just come right back. But he's not smart.
What's he doing?
I think he's trying to get into Travis's room still. We've lost sight of him.
He's saying things like, oh, come on.
Come on. See, where is he? Is he gone? Where did he go?
They're going to be talking about this case for years.
They are. He's now a missing child. There's just remnants of plastic wrap everywhere.
He's trying to hide behind the curtains. He's hiding behind the curtain. I can see him from here. He's looked through the glass. I can see in through Travis's area, and through the Tef box there's glass, and he's hiding behind.
The door's open.
Tell him to come back. Tell him to come back to the studio.
All right, Tef's bring him back in.
He's going to come back in.
Yeah, I want to know what exactly happened.
He's behind the curtain, in between the curtain and the window.
This is like
trying to shield himself.
This is like everybody's nightmare of showing up to school naked.
Yeah.
And he's trying to find things to hide him. He's rolling around in the curtains. I can see him.
It's a good sport.
Moving in the curtains.
You think he's embarrassed about his physique?
There he is. There he is. In the hallway. He's running around. He's passing people. That intern's laughing at him.
Whatever.
What happened, dude? Did they not let you in?
I think the door was broken.
Oh, what
Because I
an
was trying to
asshole.
get into the Tef box.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No good.
As it turns out, his mic was fine.
How come you have your
It was
camera,
okay?
Adrian?
Yeah.
You have your
Document everything.
Oh, you're documenting. Very good.
Do you worry at all that your coworkers will take you less seriously?
I'd imagine so. Yeah.
Well, you know what the lucky part is? All that plastic wrap.
Is there a bright side?
Yeah, here's the bright side. All that plastic wrap and you being naked and everything will probably distract them from the cocksucker red lipstick that you're wearing.
You know, you're right.
You ever have a nightmare about showing up to school naked?
Yeah, when I was little.
You think this is what it felt like?
I'd imagine it's close to this.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something, D-Bag. You're a great sport and you're a great man, okay?
I'm really, really sweating in here.
You are?
It's not breathable at all.
No, I would imagine. Well, you know what they do? They actually wrap food in that to keep oxygen from getting to it. Yeah, give him some water, Adrian. Don't fuck with him. Just give him a little water. I like watching.
Down there so he can cool down.
Yeah, he's getting fed a little bit. He's getting fed. No. Don't pour any water on him. Don't pour any water
just
on
give him a little sip.
He's just give him sips.
Give him a little sip.
All right, well, we'll end the show there. D-Bag, you're going to have to get yourself out of that, I think.
Bust out.
I mean,
You're like
Troy, do you know how to get him out of there? Or?
I do.
I know where I've seen him before.
Or is it probably not,
the
right?
chrysalis or pupa. You like that thing in the girl's throat, the Silence of the Lambs.
Got it.
Travis, you don't know how to get him out of there, do you?
I have no idea.
Okay, me neither.
Come on, come out like a butterfly.
Here comes his hand.
You're
Don't
evolving.
strain yourself.
This is D-Bag 2.0.
Yeah, you're coming out of your shell.
That's right.
Into being a new man or
Although
a man for the first time.
You will wear lipstick every day now.
Oh, this kid's like
not
the
accurate.
Hulk.
He is.
You got it. Come on.
You got the bottom ripped
You're a
out.
strong guy.
You got it?
I mean, I bite my nails, so they're not very sharp.
I see.
The problem
nervous.
is that Troy put multiple
Are
layers
you playing
on
with your
here.
dick again, dude?
Yeah, I'm
he
talking.
is.
Oh,
Tugging his pecker.
he is. All right, we're already over. So you
pecker tugging.
You keep struggling with that, and we will get an update on it tomorrow. We'll also have Ari Shafir in here. Thank you all for listening. Don't forget, Jim Norton tickets on sale.
Yeah, for Philadelphia, October 27 through 30, and now for Fort Lauderdale, November 18, 19, and 20. And I will be releasing soon the date that I'm shooting in New York, my next special, which will be really good. So thank you guys for listening. I had fun today.
And I can't tell you how funny it was. Oh, there's people from Shade 45 outside. I wish he was back in the hallway.
Where are you going?
I wish he was back in the hallway. We'll see what we can do with this thing, and we'll be back tomorrow. Goodbye.